What's up, guys? welcome back. Wow, I mean, I just woke up and we're doing another stream. Let's talk some wristwatches. I got tea and tickers.
Hello.
Tea and tickers and Mickey. Welcome, guys, to the show. Cheers, tea and tickers. I'm drinking coffee, unfortunately. Coffee.
Okay.
I'm a Bark and Jack kind of supporter. Sorry to everyone who likes tea. Mm. Guys, welcome to the show. The show. Let's see. Tea and tickers. Thank you for reminding everyone to hit the upvote button. I really
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Aiden Valenti, the guitar Rolex.
Oh,
I think
fucking hell.
everybody wants to know when you're gonna play the guitar.
I
It
think
will
I'm just gonna
fix
have to
everything.
fucking no. It ain't happening. So next.
Teen tickers. I think if you play the guitar, it will fix everything. You know that,
It
right?
won't do. It's not. It's not gonna happen. So next. Seriously.
Please fix it.
No.
Please fix it.
Not happening. No. You know what you need to fix. JHQ ain't here.
Ah, well,
And you
he's taking
know.
a
And you
break.
know why. I'm not gonna say
Everyone.
anything. But you know why JHQ ain't here. Or
Listen,
GQH or
listen,
whatever. JQH. You know why he isn't here. So that needs fixing.
listen. I
No.
think
That's it. He won't
everyone.
be here again. That's another person you've lost on your team.
Listen.
So that needs
People come,
fixing.
people go. I'm trying my
No,
best.
they can't say that. You can't say that. He's worth more than the
Well,
issue that's happening to cause him not being here. That needs fixing. And you promised
listen.
him you fixed it. You promised him you
Well,
fixed it, and he's not done.
I did,
But he's
and
not
listen,
because
some
he
people
it
don't
blew up
want to
last
listen to
night,
me.
I
I
think, and
mean,
he's not here.
stickers. It's a two-way street. I can't do everything on my own, can I? So some people
No, but you could
need
fix the
to
thing that you
trust.
could fix the thing that
That
brings
trust
him
fall
back.
tickers. Have you done one of
Yeah.
those trust falls? Trust falls where they blindfold you, and then you have to kind of you know step up onto a chair and then kind of fall back. Gotta trust me, man. Gotta trust me,
No,
man.
okay, but the thing is, you could have fixed what's keeping Jonathan away now when it hasn't been fixed. That's why
Well,
Jonathan ain't
listen,
here.
he wants to take a day off. What are we? What am I gonna do?
Well, yeah,
It's
but
an
it's not for.
unpaid
I
gig.
don't think it's a. Yeah, I don't think it's a
It's an
reason. I think it's a reason for a certain reason, not because he's tired and wants a day off.
I have no idea what you're talking about. How do you
Okay.
man?
I'm perceptive. Put it this way: I'm 55, an old fucker. I'm very perceptive. I've lived.
Well, I'll
So
tell you
never
what.
mind. Okay.
People need to calm down. This is what
No,
I
but
think.
just
You got it. You got the unboxing. You got the
I
unboxing.
certainly have. I'm ready. Yeah. Oh, yes,
Okay.
I'm fucking too. I
I
am.
think we're here to
Yes,
talk watches, not
we are. We
what's
are.
happening
What's
behind
up,
the
man?
scenes. Hey, Mickey, where are you at? Sounds like you're at the park.
Well, no, I'm actually in the car now. I
Oh,
came out this morning and my car said, call
cool.
BMW service. You have a tire at 8 pounds. So I had a nail in my tire. That's how my day
Oh,
started.
that's a great way to start a day, man.
No, it's
What you
not.
wear? What you gonna wear to the watch repair? Sorry, to the car repair shop.
Man, the sub has ruined me, man. The sub
Yes.
is just taking over my life.
Yeah, I'm wearing my
I,
sub as well. The
I don't,
subby.
and I fought it so much. I fought the fact that it was 21 millimeters and then that clasp, but it's so balanced that I've just given up. It, it, I, it's the best.
It's hard to
I
beat
didn't want to
the sub.
like it. I really didn't want to like it.
Yeah, it's hard to beat the sub. It's a extremely overused watch. Like every fighter and his dog wears a sub, right?
Well, that's what I used to say when I was an
Yeah.
anti-sub guy. I always had the 5-digit subs, and then when everyone got the new ceramic, every time I'd be on a plane, I'd look to the guy next to me, like every fat white guy had a Submariner on,
Yes.
and I said, I just don't want to be that guy. But
The same.
uh,
Yeah.
I, that sounds so horrible. I've just offended
It's
people, but
just it's the truth. It's everyone is thinking that. You're just saying what everyone is thinking.
right. Well, and that's what I do, but I try to be respectful.
Yeah.
Tia Ticker, what do you think about the fact that you could go out in the bars and tell people you're Paul Williams? Remember Paul
Hey,
Williams?
no,
Paul
no,
Williams from the
no, I don't know.
70s?
No, I
You
don't
know
know. I
Paul
don't
Williams.
know.
Yeah.
I'm more like Toby Jones. Who if you Google him, you'll see. But I don't know.
Toby
Well,
Jones.
if you look at Paul Williams, he used to be on Johnny Carson all the time, and you'll know this like 70s songs. If we put some long hair on
Oh
you, I'm
shoot,
telling.
you're right.
Yeah, well, tell
He's
you what,
got
you don't need to put any lot.
we got Paul Williams.
Oh, fuck me dead.
And he's a British guy. He's a British guy too.
Fuck me dead. I tell you what, you say,
And
oh, dude,
Toby
that's funny.
Jones.
But there's Toby Jones. There we are. Show him Toby. That's Toby Jones.
I think.
See him?
Well, yeah, I
No,
see him.
seriously. My
Wow.
mum thought that was me
Well,
when
no,
I
this
showed
is
her a picture
obviously
of Toby
picture of
Jones.
you. That's obviously
That
picture of you
look at
that
that with
got mixed up
the
with
one
the
on the right
picture
hand side in the black. That's more like me. That is. It's very
right here.
close
Yeah.
that one, but seriously,
Yes.
that Toby Jones is a
Very
fucking
good.
spit. It's ridiculous.
But you know
It's
what?
fucking
Paul
sick,
Williams
man. It
pretty
really
close
is.
as
It's
well. Damn.
fucking crap. I must admit,
Wow. You need to get those shades. You need to get the shades. They'll be ratings gold, as they say.
I never heard this fucking knew about this fucking bloke. Mary May, fuck me dead.
Speedy Hernandez, $5 super chat. Tea and tickets is speeding the truth. Love you, Tim. But if Jonathan's upset, you need to make it
Truth.
right. Well, I'm working my best on this thing, guys. I mean, gotta trust me, guys. Gotta trust me. Mr. GMT, it's a very sad day. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Hello, Cameron. It looks like he's in Florida. Okay. Cameron. No, 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 no sound.
I don't have
Cameron.
my AirPods on me right now.
Cameron.
Hold on.
All right. So just be cool.
Hmm.
Be cool. All right. There we go. Let's see. Arnold de la Pont, respect for tea and tickers. Got Joe Kramer. Ooh, Timmy. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I gotta tell you, man. Yeah. Good luck. Tea and tickers with the unboxing. Tea and tickers, you got the sub as well? You got the sub to unbox?
I've got the sub. I'm unboxing the sub tonight, and I may do the
Oh!
second watch. You only said Rolex anyhow, so you spoiled it what it was going
Yeah.
to be. So you know it's going to be Rolex, and you know it's going to be a
Yeah.
fucking sub because you just said, Jesus Christ, what's the point?
Well, it's
No,
a
but
perfect
it's like, what
timing.
is? Sorry,
Well, it's a perfect timing because Mickey here was just saying
it
about,
is,
you know,
but
was
you've
just
only
talking
told
about the
everybody who's
sub.
waiting for it what it fucking is. First you
Yeah.
only said a Rolex, now you say it's a Rolex sub. Fuck me, you might
Well,
as well give
I
the
don't
model
know.
number and the color.
I
We'll do
would I
done.
would not know. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's actually
Yeah,
hold on.
okay.
Your
I'm
camera has
gonna.
been laggy. Why is your camera laggy?
My camera's laggy.
Yeah, it's going like 3 frames per second.
Oh fuck! Right, I'll tell you what. I'll come out of StreamYard. I'll come back in with my
Yeah.
camera the other way. Okay?
Yes.
That good?
Yes. Nobody's camera is working tonight. Yeah, yeah. Reboot, guys.
Yeah.
Reboot. So
Reboot.
to
All
speak.
right. Give us 5. Just tell a
Technical.
joke or something. Just tell a
Yeah.
joke, and I'll be back in a minute. All right.
Everyone is having technical difficulties today, man. I gotta tell you guys what is happening. René de la Ponce, €2. Fix it! Fix it! Use the bear spray. Damn. Cameron. Cameron's looking good. It looks like that's a good weather. He's just teasing me because we got snow here in New York, and it's quite chilly. Well, I gotta tell you guys.
What do you think?
No, nobody's audio is working. Design Atelier, welcome to the show. Mickey, you're back. Looks like your internet does not really work well outside the home.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to get
Atlanta.
on. I didn't want to miss the. I won't talk much then. I just didn't want to miss the unboxing.
Yeah. He's rebooting. We're gonna have
Oh,
him back.
T and Ticker is.
Yeah. His camera is not working. You know, I was helping Ashin earlier today with his camera. He had some technical issues as well. So we're trying to work it out. But you know what? This Wednesday unboxing, where we're building up the suspense, the hype, the hype, guys. It's any second. Just to give you guys quick rundown. What happened was Teen Tickers just got. Oh, Cameron, I'm gonna mute you there
Oh,
for a
somebody's
second. Very
outside.
windy, very windy here.
Beautiful but windy, whoever that is.
Oh, Design Atelier says he's got this black from the laser engraving. What did he engrave? Let's see here. Is it here on the bracelet? What was the engraving, man? The, let's see. Guys, what's going on in your wristwatch journey? Geneva's
Uh,
like unbox the watch.
Here's what I
Any
know about my journey is since I've started hanging out with you, I'm a lot more tired.
Yes.
4:30 again in the morning. You kept us talking. What?
I
What?
I can't do this much longer, man.
No, dude,
Making
it's impossible.
it's a
4:30 we were up
16-hour
till.
job. People think that I'm like slacking off. This is what really really like. I'm working my ass off. Ugh, it's brutal, man. It's
Tim,
brutal.
Tim,
Yes, Cam.
you would love it here, Tim. There's like Rolex and Tex everywhere. Rolex is like a
Where
fucking G-Shock out here.
where
Where
you
you
at?
at?
Where you
South
at?
Beach?
I'm in the Bahamas.
Oh,
The Bahamas. Oh, you're at the Bahamas again,
Yep.
dude. This is where he got the Datejust, I believe, right?
Yeah, they like I've lost all hope for everything. They have fuck shit out here.
There's nothing. There's no watches even at the Bahamas now.
Right. Like even the most exclusive, they have a AD in a basically a country club where it's a bunch of billionaires and the houses are
Yeah,
$10 million and you cannot find a watch in there. So that tells
yeah,
you the state of the market.
yeah. Geneva says, "Hey, found you through Paul Thorpe." Geneva, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. We just got this little watch show on the. We're just getting it on the road here. A bit of a slow start today. Everyone's a bit tired. Camera's barely working, so just bear with us. We got a friend of Paul Thorpe, Mr. Spencer from BQ Watches, sent T and Tickers a couple watches for the review. So we're waiting for Tickers to reboot his stream, and we're gonna have an unboxing. Wait. What's today's? What's this? Sunday? What's today?
Saturday.
It's Saturday. See, I completely lost track of days. DJC trying to watch from the UK got to bed 6 a.m. My God, it's quite a situation. Birmingham, they sell a ton of fake Rolexes on the island. You have to be careful. You have to be very careful, guys.
Rolex has their office here in Albany, Bahamas. This is where they distribute all their watches from Switzerland to the rest of the Caribbean islands. So it's definitely legit here in the Bahamas.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, the AD for sure. Just don't buy any off the street with the fake Cuban cigars.
William Davidson says, "I just bought a Black Bay 58 blue. Black Bay 58 blue. It's a beautiful,
I wish I
beautiful.
could show you this guy's Aquanaut. It's like the blue one. It looks super good. I don't know if I'll have any signal to walk over there.
Yeah. Just make sure not to rile him up because sometimes
Yeah.
I find people don't like it when you ask them about their watch. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. It's good to do when you have really good reception. So this is what we're talking about here. Shout out to Jonathan of Edinburgh Watch Company. There we go. Beautiful Blue Bay, the Blue Bay 58. Wait, just a second. Don't move the camera. Wow. Cameron there living the life, guys. The
Road
Bahamas.
trip.
How come you're at the Bahamas, man? What's going on? You needed a break? Like I'm doing YouTube every day. I don't need the break. And how come what's going on, man? Tell me.
What were you saying?
I'm saying why are you at the Bahamas?
I'm off from school. This is my last week off from school, so I came out here before I went back.
For how
What
long?
was travel like getting in and out of there? You have to have a test
Oh yeah.
pre getting there and all that?
There's a ton of COVID here, so you have to get you have to be negative before you come back to the United States. So they give you free hotel nights if you catch COVID.
Oh,
Oh damn.
well, if you're
Win
vaccinated, maybe.
situation.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? And what is that? What does that trip cost? How much did the room cost you? The flight?
Each trip costs like $4,000.
Ooh, it's a lot of money. Never mind. That's Black Bay 58 prices. Look at this for $4,000.
Tim, a freaking Rolex is a goddamn G-Shock out here. Everybody has a fucking Rolex on this goddamn island. Like it's crazy.
All right, take it easy with the swearing.
Yeah.
You don't want to get demonetized there.
Sorry, I might have had a couple drinks.
Yes. Joe Kramer, I like the Black Bay 58 blue. Kind of miss it. It's a great watch. I'm giving away the Black Bay 58 black dial. At
Dude, that
10.
thing is hot. That black dial. Have you seen the prices, man?
Is it going up?
Oh no, I apologize. I'm thinking about the ETA version. You can't buy for less than
Oh,
like $7,000.
with the smiley face, right?
Yeah, the black smiley. Sorry,
Yeah.
but that's
Uh,
still a.
you know what? They don't have it here, but check this out. They got a Goyard watch box on David SW, $9,000.
Jeez,
Wow. What was it? 6-piece watch box, hard box.
$9,000.
Yeah. Damn. It's pretty
That's not
cool
for
though.
me.
Six watches. Jeez. Does it come with the
If you own
tray?
that, you have $900,000 worth of watches in it.
Gotta kind of somehow balance it out, right? You can't have a $9,000 and then keep a bunch of G-Shocks in there, right?
No. Hey,
Well,
do you
and
do an even? Go
Hmm?
ahead.
No, you were gonna say?
You do an evening show on Saturdays?
Listen. If I'm alive, I'll do a show. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, fair. All right, I got you.
Yeah. It's just gonna keep the camera rolling. What's today? Today is January 8th. On 10th, I'm starting a bit of a lecture, so I'm not gonna be able to stay off, like off air for that long. Oh, we got Tin Ticker's back. Tin Ticker's back. Just a second. Let me
Hello.
address. Yeah, welcome back,
Hello.
Hey,
man.
Hello.
hey, Whelans, I say the ceramic. If I can't go back to 5-digit with that bracelet. I love the bracelet. I always used to tell myself, "Oh, it's the tin can, but it's it's light, it's easy." Once you
Mm.
go ceramic, uh,
It's
I'm
hard to go
I don't
back.
know. What do you think of Whelan's question there, Timmy?
Yeah, man. Listen, the thing is, well, there's quite a big price delta, right? We're talking about almost double, right? The pre-ceramic Coke is like 13, ceramic Batman is like 24 on the gray market.
Oh, is it that much?
Yeah, yeah, it's wild. Just a second, let me just open these two up here, just real quick. Look, GMT Master 2. Just really quickly here before we do the unboxing. Check this out.
Yeah, I'm just getting just get my camera shit ready together, trying to
Yeah,
get it.
get it ready. Okay, so there's a Batman for 22.5. Okay, and there's
What
the
we doing?
well, actually there you go. There's the GMT Master 2 for 13.5. It's the $10,000 delta kind of.
Wow.
Because remember, this one you can get all the 3 bezels, and you can have like 3 watches in one, and you can
Yeah.
add some other watch to this. So you can have a GMT Master 2, and let's
A
just say a
Speedy and a
Speed
Black Bay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Then it
Yeah,
puts
that's
it
true.
into a different perspective. You're buying gray market, so you have to compare. Do you go Batman, or do you go pre-ceramic Coke with, let's say, Speedy, right?
And
Then that
that's always
changes
the
the formula.
question.
Yeah.
Every watch question is money is money is it unlimited money? Then it's But you're right.
If it's one and
For
done, just go Batman and be done with it, right?
yeah.
Peruka, you're biased because he has the Batman. You know, he's biased. He's biased. But 16, 7, 10, gray or retail. Exactly, right? Alex, Rolex is not prestigious. It's for the commoners. Well, actually, that's what Cameron was just telling us. Every guy on Bahamas is wearing a Rolex. Hop on Smash 10 tickets. I decided to see what you chose. Need to come on Archie's later and show him as well.
Yeah, Hot Mash, it's not actually mine. It's I borrowed it, as you know. I've done a deal, but yes, I have chosen what to review. But no, it's not mine, unfortunately.
So tell us about the process. Tell us about the process a little bit. How did you choose? What was the conversation? What did he say to you? You know?
Well, he was on a stream. I think we were on Paul's stream, and I was just talking about my channel, and I'm trying to grow my channel.
Yes.
I'm trying to, get some decent watches. So he just said
Yeah.
openly, so I'll lend you some watches. He said, we'll
Yeah,
talk
for
after
review.
on the after show.
Did you call him? You said, "Oh, I would like to take a look at these two watches, whatever." Or did
Well,
he say,
what happens? He talked to me and he just said, right. He said, here's my number. And he put the number in the private chat and he goes, give us a shout what you want. Have a look on the website what you want.
Yeah.
So I thought, obviously, you know me military stick, which I like. So I chose this particular one, which is close to a military one that's not actually available and costs an F load of money.
Yeah.
So
how
and
much
then
is
I
this watch that he lent you? Let's just see what the kind of trust he put into you.
this is 10 grand.
10 grand right there.
And I've got another one tomorrow, which is about 3.5, 4 grand.
Wow.
You
so he
got
just send you
to put a
10
credit
grand
card on
watch.
file or anything in case you don't show back up?
No,
or
he
it's
trusted me to do it. Basically, no, not at all. He trusted me explicitly about it. No, not at all. He knows who I am. I'm a friend of Paul's. I'm a friend of Tim's.
Yeah. Got you.
He's met me. He's met me at the BQ Watch show, even though he didn't remember.
Spencer.
Yeah,
Spencer is such a cool guy. You know,
he's a cool guy. Yeah, he did. Yeah, so
when I was in
fine.
London, we were going to this restaurant to have dinner, and I was wearing pink shorts, and they wouldn't let me into the restaurant. So he's like, "All right, okay, I have an extra pair. Let's go back to the hotel." He grabbed the cab. We went to the hotel. He gave me his pants, and we went back to the restaurant. Freaking
Wow,
legend, that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
That's solid.
Who fucking would do that? I mean, the guy.
So he is solid because I never said to him, "Look, Penzi, can you lend me some watches?" He offered straight away. He said, "There you are. I'll lend you some watches." He said, "Whatever you want." He said, "Just So I gave him a list of about 4 or 5. So hold on, TNT sounds like he built a new computer to get back on the stream.
You're a little bit out of breath there.
Oh, am I? Oh.
Well, you know what? I think it's just the microphone is really close to you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm judging this. I can probably stand further back with this microphone than I actually do. Yeah, it's pretty damn good. It's a bloody damn good microphone. Yeah, so I gave him a list of like 4 or 5.
Yes.
And we just decided on a phone call to have like 2 at a time. One, I don't want the responsibility of having like fucking 30, 40 grand sitting here.
Yeah.
Even though the place is safe, I don't go anywhere. I work from home.
Yeah.
I can have them I can have them under my pillow at night so nobody nicks them or wear them or something, But still, and then I don't want to take all his stock.
I
never would have thought you to be a pink short guy there, Tim. I'd like to see it.
Oh, pink's his favorite color, mate. Pink is his favorite. Trust me, pink is his favorite color. In it, Tim.
Yeah. Well, look, I have a pink hoodie right here. There we go. It's a YouTuber shtick.
It's sensitive. It's a sensitive side.
Yeah. I'm not. What's it called? I'm not. What's it called? Self-conscious.
Yeah.
Alex, I like Rolex. It's like a tool watch. I wear it when I clean my toilets in the backyard. There you go.
Don't worry, Spencer. Right. I will not be cleaning the toilet with this baby. I promise you.
Right. You probably have to be very careful there with this watch, Tintickers. Don't want to put any...
I can't even wear it because the bracelet's the size for me, and obviously I'm not going to size it. So I can't even actually wear. I'd love to just wear it for a day, but I can't even wear it. So it's not my size. But you know,
18 Tickers. Is he a retailer or a seller?
He's a grey market dealer.
Yeah, grey market in UK, one of the biggest grey market dealers out there.
He's when we had the London W of UK.
Yeah, and who is
when
he?
We had
Are you going to announce?
It's called BQ Watches. It's called BQ Watches. Yeah, he had at the London Watch Show. He had by far the biggest stand at the London Watch Show, and we are talking probably. I think it was like maybe 10 trays with about 60 watches in each tray.
Yeah.
He's
got all the hot steel,
all the top stuff. I remember seeing a clump of watches that ranged between 20 and 80 grand. That was just 4 of them, and that in one tray. Just like, fuck. It's like, it was amazing.
Eddie Vasau, thank you so much for upgrading your membership to an executive story editor. I really, really appreciate that, man. Thank you for supporting my YouTube channel. Really, really huge thanks, guys. Eddie,
very cool.
He's a really cool guy. Yeah.
T, is this your first Rolex?
As I said, it isn't my Rolex. I do not own it. I've not bought it. I borrowed it from BQ, but it's my first Rolex that I've had my hands on. Correct.
It's going to be a TN Tickers'
Steal
first hands-on experience with the Rolex, guys. He's been really Rolex skeptic. TN Tickers have refused to sell 10 of his guitars to buy one of these. But we'll see whether he changes his tune.
I'll have to sell my arse before I sell me, before I sell me guitars. Anyhow, mate, trust me. So,
Paul Murphy says, "Hi, T and Tickers. What's your address? Love to send you a gift." Let's just be careful there. He'll send you the PO box. You got the PO box, T and Tickers?
No, I've got an email address. You can email me.
Okay, email. What's
my email? Email is tandtickers@gmail.com.
Very easy. All right, let's get this unboxing on the road. Got 144 people watching, guys. Hit the upvote button. Show your support for T and Tickers here and our good
guys.
Spencer.
As I say, for all you newcomers there, I said I've done a collaboration with BQ Watches, which is the David SW of UK, and he's lending me watches to review on the channel for nothing, which is absolutely fantastic. So this is the first one, and I've got a run of it. I can just pick what watches I want. So here we go. Standard Rolex box there, which you probably all recognize. I certainly don't, but there you go.
Mode.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Why is the camera going potato mode?
I don't know why the potato. I don't know. I've rebooted and everything. I don't know what's happening with it. It's shit. I don't know why. The last time this happened was
if you're going to be doing live streams. This is unacceptable.
And listen, the last time this.
Eddie says, very excited to join the executive club, Tim. Thanks for the amazing content. I'm now here nightly. Wow. Eddie, thank you.
Welcome, Eddie.
So much.
This watch has got box and papers with it, in case anyone wants to buy it from BQ. It's got BQ. Full hit.
Man, why is the camera so bad?
There we go.
Tickers, I thought you were internet professional. What happened?
I am.
Move slower. I would just say move slower.
Okay, yeah, let's just
I've rebooted
give it
and everything.
All right. Okay.
So, is anyone going to guess which model, who doesn't know, of Submariner this is?
Well, that looks like it's a 2-line Submariner. That's the ones that weren't
14060.
No.
Oh, it's not a 5513 with a service bezel, is it? Or service style?
It's a 5513. That's correct. Has it got a service style? Has it got a service style? Has it?
Well, if it has metal surrounds, that's what made me say that. But maybe not. Maybe there was later ones that had that. A lot of the old 5513s.
I don't know. It wasn't documented. It's not. Oh right. I mean, you know more than me, guys. Oh right. It is a 5513. Exactly. Came out. The first 5513 came out in 1962, and was
Yeah, they just had the loom plots without the white gold initially. So that's the. But I think Service Styles had the white gold, but maybe at the end of them they released them that way. I don't know.
Oh,
right. Let's just get
interesting.
it off the cushion anyhow. So no idea what's going on with the internet round. It might be a problem. I can't control the internet. It might be my service provider. I mean,
You have to call your internet service provider. 5513. Yeah, no, there's
5513.
I'm looking here and it does look like there are two variants. So it looks like at the end of the 5513 they switched to the metal surrounds and the initial
Okay.
models were printed on the dial.
T and ticker. What does it say on the bottom? T minus. Does it say T? The tritium, or is it?
That won't be tritium because tritium is a 55. That'll be on a tritium will be on a mill sub. I wish it was a mill sub. It's just a
No, but
normal
tritium. I
straight
had a tritium.
5513.
And yeah, but on the bottom underneath 6 o'clock, what is it? What's the writing?
Oh, underneath there. Let's have a quick look. Sorry, it's a bit small for
Nick
me. Let's.
says TN Tickers unboxing using Nokia 3210. Thank you.
Flip phone.
Let's have
That's
a
a
look.
flip phone,
Let's
I
have a look
believe.
under the
Flip phone.
six.
Yeah.
He's
It
using one of
says
those edges, razor edge.
it just says Swiss.
That's a service dial then.
Oh, is it? Right. Okay,
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So you can. I don't like the Swiss that some people like pay more for those. It just. I like
Swiss
I
only.
just don't like them. Yeah, I like Swiss only. But that's how you can tell a service dial a lot of times. Not a lot of times. They usually just said Swiss.
No, it says something
Ah.
next to it. It says Swiss something, but I can't work out the name next to it.
Oh.
It's too small. It
Oh,
says
it
Swiss
didn't
on the
just say
left
Swiss.
and then something next to it, but I can't. It's too small without grabbing the loop.
But you know what?
to
The
see what it
camera is
Made
not
says.
helping.
Swiss
We're
made.
not going to be able
Was
to
Swiss
see it.
made?
No, Tickers. You're in 10. You're in 1044p right now. That we can't see. It's so. It's on. You're streaming through Swiss cheese. There we go.
Hang on a minute. Just hang on a minute. Let me just.
Rolex in
Hell
240p.
going on? It's pissed me off. This has.
490s.
This has pissed me off.
You know what? You just talk to us. There you go.
Hang on a minute.
I mean, it's how many episodes you've been on the stream? How can you still not figure out the whole camera?
I'm not. I'm on 1080. I was on 720p and now I've changed it to 1080. It's 720. Now it's 1080. It's not 420. It wasn't.
Well, it
I've
felt
just
like
checked my
I'm telling you.
StreamYard. Well, I've just checked my StreamYard. It must be something wrong with my internet because my StreamYard says 720 and I've just changed it now to 1080p.
Okay, show it to us again.
And that wouldn't show the speed. That wouldn't do the speed. That was quality, not speed.
It's worse now. When you increase the quality, it's worse.
Yeah, because the frames have harder time to.
Frame rate. I'll back the quality off then.
I don't think your computer can handle that much power.
Of course, it can fucking handle.
Switch it to actually. You know what?
It's the same computer that I've been using for ages. I'll check to 480 then.
It could just be your. It could just be your internet.
It could be an internet provider. Exactly. Thank you. I can't control that.
Any IT professionals in the chat?
Don't even fucking try it, mate. I know more about IT than you've ever thought, mate.
Yeah, the way your voice is breaking up, that's your internet. That's not your computer.
You need to reboot the router. The rooted router, as they speak.
Yeah.
As they say.
Yeah.
The rooted router.
Talk amongst yourselves, and I'll go and do a reboot. Yes, of everything. Yes. Is that right?
We're gonna hear a news
Kelly
report later.
Maybe
British man attacks internet provider office.
Yeah. Yes. See you in a minute. I'm gonna do a full reboot. Bye.
Reboot the rooted. There you go, guys. The rooted router. This is what happens with the socialized internet. I don't know. I'm just saying.
It could be the COVID over there, maybe affecting
the internet. Got the COVID. The router.
They blame that on everything.
Yeah, the Omicron. I think the router, the rooted router, got COVID.
Hey, so let's give him some. That was a good looking watch. Is that on BQ's website? What's maybe you
that
can.
Watch, that watch is for sale. It's around, like he said, it's around. So I'm looking at the watch box. Watch box got something equivalent for 10 grand, 450. Oh,
Hmm.
actually, no, that's not even the two line. It's a four line. So this is even well. He's got what's it called? What was it? The 513,
5513.
5513. Very very nice looking watch. I mean, we go back. Man, what is this from the 90s, right?
Yeah, if it's one of the last, but no, it's not in the night. No, it's
1965
earlier
to
than
what?
90s.
62. Okay.
78 or 79,
Brian,
it's late 70s. Yeah, if it's one of the last, but no, it's not in the night. No, it's
1965
earlier
to
than
what?
90s.
Earlier. 62. Go.
78 or
We got that
79,
echo,
late
echo,
70s. Yeah,
echo,
if it's
echo.
one.
Everyone is breaking up. Gotta tell you. Brian, I had to mute you because you got YouTube open there.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
Echo. Let's see. Is he back? Brian. There we go. You fixed it. There we go. 1990s was the last for 1530 for 5513. Okay. So
1990.
yeah, as DC
Wow.
confirms it. Yeah, it had the longest run. That has the longest run. That's why there's a lot of variability in there.
Wait,
Now,
but after the 5513 came the 1680 and the 16800.
yeah.
That seems way late to me. I'm sure there's some sub experts out there. I don't claim to be one. When did
Yeah.
this? When did the 16610 start? When did the 5 digits sub start?
See here. This is Bobby
If I
Googled
was a
this
bet
thing.
man, I would say
Oh,
1990 is way too late.
1988. It started 1988. They were going parallel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Sometimes
Well, I
these
learned
things.
something. You learn
Th-
something new every day on the Tim Wright Show.
that's him, right? So, Brian, welcome to the show.
Sorry about that. I just got off of two other streams and forgot to close a bunch of stuff.
Hey, dude, you're saving the show. Finally, someone with a decent camera, decent microphone here to rescue this sinking ship. We're
I
on.
just
We're
I
on the
just got
concrete.
rid of my coal-fired internet. It's doing goodly right now.
Yeah, coal-fired internet.
And don't worry, I fed the guinea pigs, so they running on the wheel, keep that power going.
Very nice. Very nice. That's so good. Night Risk Watchman. Reboot the rooted router. Uh, Two great guys at work here at Tickers and Spencer. So stick with it, folks. It's going to be a great partnership. Thank you, Matt. See here, BQ has 1991 model. Their site that looks similar. Here you go,
That's probably the
15.
one. That's what I was saying, to see if you could pull it up on their site. We could do a virtual viewing for tea and tickers.
Well, you know what? He would have to give me a bit more. Uh, he could actually give us a link when he's back. Uh,
Yeah.
but I mean, the point is that we're gonna wait for the review, okay? Because the review, this is what
Oh yeah.
I you know I don't think we need to necessarily see the watch. I want to hear his thoughts on the watch. I think
Yeah.
everyone
Right.
who
You're
wants to
right.
know.
Before we. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really
Cro-
interested in the watch itself. I'm more interested in what he thinks, whether
Right,
his
because he's not a
opinion of the
Rolex guy. Yeah.
watch has changed, right? Because he was very negative on the Rolex, the whole Rolex.
Spot on, Chrono 0711. You're right about that.
Here you
I
go.
I
was
was confusing the non-date with the date.
Yeah.
I was a bit of a Rolex hater early on until I got one on my wrist and felt the best bracelets I've ever put on at that price.
Dude, that is so the bracelets are so
Mhm.
underestimated. Rolex, I feel it's all about the wearability.
Yep.
Once you have one on the wrist, you kind of compared to other watches, it's just unlike anything else. So like yes, if you compare two watches, the picture, you have two watches side by side in the picture, and you're comparing Seamaster to a Submariner, you're like, oh, they look very similar. They got the bezel, they got the loom, they got the bracelet, but you put it on and the wearability, it's like, oh, you know what? That
Yep.
sub, it just wears like a glove. There's just something about it. They really figured it out. Whereas the Seamaster, it's like, that's not too. On the rubber, it actually wears fucking nice. but on the bracelet, it's not perfect to me. Lux report: if Tim can convert me to an Aventi lover, that would be something amazing. I have to get paid. Ooh, yeah, I'm not paid enough to convert people to Aventi. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth my stress levels. I had a bit of a debate on the Aventi versus Omega with Alex, and people freaked out. They were like, "What, is he serious?" And I told them, like, "Guys, just calm down. We're just having fun here." Hmm. But yeah. So tell me, which Rolex you got there, Brian?
Right now I'm wearing the 32 tone.
The 32 tone. Now you are kind of a one per brand kind of guy, right? But you got a few Rolexes there, except right?
Yeah, except for the assortment of Rolexes.
Yeah, that's the
But
thing. Like,
I mean, I would like to take my Rolexes down to maybe 2 as soon as I can get my meteorite dial GMT. But
you got the root beer though, right?
yeah, I got the root beer.
So what are you gonna get rid of? You're gonna get rid of the root beer?
No, I'd keep the root beer more as a dress Rolex, where the white gold meteorite is the everyday Rolex, quote
What happens to
unquote.
the 30?
The 30 goes bye-bye.
Wow. And you say bye-bye to swinging as well.
Yeah. Well, no, I could still swing because I'd have the root beer, which is 2-tone.
But it's not sturdy. It's not
No,
sturdy.
no. It's definitely, it's not Boogie Nights.
L, being into vintage military style watches, I'm interested in hearing Tin Ticker's first impressions. That's right. Forget about we don't need Tin Tickers in HD. He's got that awesome microphone, so we just want to hear his voice. Tin Tickers, come back.
Here, you want to see a really vintage? You want to see a real vintage military watch?
Yes, let's see it.
This will be a real good test
Here we go.
of the camera. That is a Hellbros 24-hour manual wind.
Oh, let's see here. Is it going to focus? Bring it closer. Why it's not focus, man? Everyone has focus issues. But put the hand behind. Put the other hand behind the watch.
Let's block it
like
out.
that. Sometimes that helps. See. Why these I mean, it's 2022. You would think that these cameras would learn how to focus, right?
Here, I can switch cameras.
You know what? It's not feeling. It's not gonna do it today, I think.
Yeah, this is a 30 millimeter watch, and it's a 24-hour dial.
Yeah. 24 4mm.
No, it's a 30. It's a 30 millimeter.
A 30. Okay.
Here, I'll put it in front of the sub for comparison.
40 versus 30. By the way, you know why Air King was named Air King?
Because it's the Air King.
No. Because when it came out first in 34, it was the biggest, baddest watch. So you can see it, right? This 24-hour military watch, right? That's 30 mil, right?
Yep.
When Air King came out at that time, it was 34. Now that 34 millimeter watch was huge compared to that 30, because the 30, that was like the standard, right? That's manual wind, you said?
Yeah, manual wind, and it's got a 24-hour dial. I'm gonna
Where'd
switch
you
my
get it?
cameras. I found this in my grandparents' house when we were cleaning it out.
What? It's the
Yeah.
free watch?
Yeah. Now, my grandfather served in World War II, so it's quite possible. Let's see if that will focus on it.
It's a different camera. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Wow, that's pretty.
Hellbros.
Yeah.
Pretty, man.
And
It's
it
still
looks,
running.
yeah, and it looks like the second hand has been eaten away because it's dramatically shorter.
Yeah. If it was steel, it just corroded. It would corrode into dust.
Yeah.
DJC, I think Tin Ticker's throwing some coal into the router. As they do in Yorkshire. We got Paul Thorpe. Evening all. Brian should sell that 30 dial sub. Gonna be expensive. Oh, shouldn't sell that 30
Yeah.
dial. It's gonna be expensive.
Yeah.
Dude, save it because there. I don't know. Rolex is not gonna be making those again. By the way, Paul, just real quick. I don't know if you were watching since the beginning, but the package has arrived safely. Tin Ticker's got it. He just needs to put some coal into the router to reboot it. Reboot it. Ooh, look at that.
Christ, man.
Beautiful sapphires.
Actually,
And
you know what? I met a guy today with that exact same watch
oh
at
yeah,
the check-in. Yeah,
he's a swinger, man. He's a swinger.
a swinger.
Yeah, that's the international sound of swinging.
That's a mark of a swinger.
Yes, that's what I
God
found out.
damn.
I mean, I met two guys in Vegas. Both of them were wearing that watch, and both were
You know,
swinging. What are the odds?
it is like a Boogie Nights watch for sure.
It is.
It's very quirky, very cool and cute.
I definitely should be driving a gold Camaro with T-tops while wearing this watch.
Yeah, you need the rims. You need like flashy rims, and you need a
Hey, I'm gonna go
maybe a
find some
Cuban
internet.
window.
I'll be back.
All
What you
right,
really
Galley.
need is to
Mickey.
find a few customers that want cars and rip them off. That's what you need to do.
Oh man, Cameron is always controversial as always. Let's see what else you got there, Brian.
You know what? We didn't get into my Seikos at all.
Oh, yes, let's see a Seiko.
And I'm gonna tell you what pushed me over the edge on Seikos was last year and a half ago now. Yeah. They did a collaborative watch with Brian May, the guitar player from Queen. And I love Queen, and I thought, well, that's a perfect combination of two things that I like. So this is the limited edition that they did with Brian May.
Wow.
And okay, come on, camera, work with me.
It's focusing on the reflection on the inside now. You have to turn it to the side, like a 30-degree angle.
Well, I'm in reflection land up here.
Yeah, in the reflection land.
Let's pull back a little bit. There we go. Anyway, the dial design is based off of Brian's guitar, so it's got that that curvy red sunburst to it.
Yeah.
And the strap is based off of Brian's guitar strap.
Oh.
So it's super long, and it's just a double pass-through NATO that it came on.
Yeah.
But underneath it on the backside, which you won't be able to see because of reflection land.
Oh, no. I think it's focused now. Oh, we got the signature on the sapphire.
Yeah, Brian, it's got Brian's signature on there. And it came in a box that looks like a guitar. It looks like a guitar case, and it came with a
Flip the watch right now. Flip the watch so we can see the dial. There we go. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, lately, Seiko started doing. They always been doing these limited editions. But when did you get this one?
This was right after the world shut down. So May of 20.
May of 20. Okay, actually a very recent release. Good Cars and Chrono says congratulations on episode 302. Thank you. Survived this long, still chugging along, guys. 49ers. I think TN Tickers should just make his own video instead. Man, it takes him so long to reboot. Gotta tell you, it's pretty cool little Seiko. So, you also who would love that watch? Tin Tickers.
Yeah.
Because he's got a whole collection of guitars there. Probably would go really well. He might even have one of those guitars.
Well, and I've been accused of abusing guitars, but never playing them.
Do you have any guitars to go with it?
Not one of Brian May's, no.
Hello, Captain. Oh, you got echo.
But never playing them.
Oh, still echo. All right.
Not now,
Fix
not
it.
now.
Captain, welcome to the show. Save us. Save us. We got a technical issues land tonight. Eddie Vassal, 10-pound super chat. So you guys, what do you think of the state value future of IWC? This Rolex AP Paddock time we now live in. Could they be poised for an uptick in coming years? Very,
I can answer this
very good
question.
question. Let us
I
know.
went. They sell IWC at this resort. Full
Uh-huh.
case of IWCs. So, no. Plus, they're owned by Vacheron and IWC are owned by the same company, right?
It's well, yes, Richemont.
Yeah. So, I don't even believe in Vacheron sustaining this like hype.
The hype.
No overseas like stock. I see overseas stock coming back, so I definitely don't see IWC being sold out anytime soon.
Okay, all right. What does Captain think? Captain, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Hey, Tim,
What do you think of the
congratulations.
future of IWC? Are you in the market for IWC anytime soon?
That would be a negative. That would be a big no. Not that I don't like IWC, but I don't own a pilot's watch. So
Yes.
if I did, that's kind of the brand I think most well known with their big pilot.
Yep.
Their big
When
pilot.
I think pilot's watch, I think big pilot.
So do I. I mean, I've heard that IWC was on kind of the up and up. They were coming on as of late, but I agree that I don't see it. And in terms of the VC, it's interesting. We'll know how hot that market is if I ever get a call for the overseas, or actually I'm looking at the dual time with the blue dial. I'm on the list. So if they call me, you know that the bubble has burst.
Ooh. Well, then they're giving out too many of them.
Congratulations on episode 300.
Thank you, Captain.
A belated Happy New Year and happy 300.
Thank you.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
You know.
Don't worry, I'm caught up.
It's been very busy, very hectic. I think there's people are been freaking out a little bit about yesterday, but man, just need to cool down. Everybody needs to calm down, okay? But yeah, let's I'll tell you what. It's a great thing. We were almost 1 year. I started doing these live streams on January 25th. Today is January 8th. We're almost 1 year, 300 episodes down. It's all good. It's all good. I think we're gonna survive. You know. Paul Thorpe loves the big pilot 46. See, I think look, when it comes to this question, what's the future of IWC? It all depends on the brand. You look at the stuff that they're coming out with. They're making all the right moves. You know, their watches are extremely like wearable now. They're probably the most bang per buck you can get on the market, right? Alex picked up one of these. Well, not this one, but he got the big pilot chrono.
Yeah, he loves that watch.
6,000. Yeah. Oh my God, Teen Tickers is back. Hey man.
Hey, I'm using my phone.
I can see it. What happened to your internet, man?
No idea. I've booted the router. I've tried everything. It's just like, what the fuck? Seriously, I don't know. I have no idea, mate.
I heard you're controlling your fucking router. It's not gonna work.
You need to crank it. Did you put the coal? Did you put the?
Do you know what?
Into the router?
It can't be the router because the phone's connected to the router. Same thing.
The rodents, man. The rodents got through the wiring, man.
So, man, I don't know. I can't see my own fucking picture. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Can you full screen me?
Hey, I'll tell you this. We're just answering here a question from Eddie. Eddie asked us what he thinks of the future of IWC. You know, is IWC brand ever going to be as hot as Rolex, AP, and Patek? The thing is, though,
no.
Yeah, the answer is definitely not. But
no, they're good, but no.
It's like every brand cannot be hot, right? Only like a handful, like one or two of brands that could be hot. It could become that Rolex will no longer be because remember this, guys. IWC in 2000, IWC was the hottest stuff. Okay, Rolex was very passe. People didn't really like if you were a collector, you would buy IWC or Panerai, right? You would that was IWC and Panerai were considered the good stuff, the collector stuff.
Yeah.
And then Rolex kind of took that crown back away from them and left them in the dust. Now, if you actually look like it because Rolex really gave people a lot of value for their money. Like the bracelets, the wearability, and IWC and PAM, they were kind of sleeping, but now they're coming out with some really good stuff. So you never know. I mean, these I'll tell you this: if IWC ever becomes hot, then Rolex is gonna be not hot because there could only be a few brands that are hot at the same time. Okay, so but it's a great watch to buy if you don't care about the hype. You know, this thing 41 mil, quick change straps, in-house movement, 100 meters water resistant chronograph with beautiful dial, in-house. I mean, $6,000. You can buy 3 of these for the price of a Rolex. So
I'd buy that watch instead of a Speedmaster.
there you go. It's probably this is probably better for the money, right?
Day
The
date
Speedmaster
automatic.
is more
chrono.
iconic, but this is just better watch.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Well, hopefully, T and Tickers will return. T and Tickers, come man. Yeah, his phone crapped
Oh,
out
it's
now.
gone again? Wow.
It's gone again. Come on, man.
Oh, shit.
What is this? Do we have to do a fundraiser for T and Tickers for him to get a new internet? DJC channel on router getting interfaced with neighbors perhaps. Can you use Cat 5 cable to PC? I don't get this. This is so it's gone, man. DC and LV all was good until one person returned from vacation. Team needs to understand that you can't be Switzerland with everyone. It had nothing even to do with that. But man, the problems, they just spill over into
Get your head out of Geneva.
Geneva, man.
Put your mouth where your ass is.
Put your mouth where your ass is.
So Tim, I gotta see the hair's growing back pretty quickly. I could actually.
Dude, let me turn on the lights because I'm sitting in the dark here. 1 second, I'll be right back.
If I turn on the lights, you notice I have less hair.
Yeah, no, this is one of the few times where I can maybe a couple of strands are longer than Tim's.
Sorry about that.
It's not going to last very long, I'm afraid.
What happened? What's not going to last long?
I was talking about your hair growing back quicker than Brian or ours, man. I'm afraid.
Yeah, guys, enjoy this bald head while it lasts. I said my hair grows pretty.
Right. Fucking no idea. Hey,
back.
I'm trying to work this one out, how to flip the bloody screen on StreamYard on the phone. I've never used StreamYard on my phone.
To the side. Turn the phone to
He's
the
using
side.
AOL now. He's using dial-up AOL.
Look, he's got a wiring.
Piss off, will you, for God's sake.
Guys, welcome to
fucking Nora.
You could take it.
Deary fucking me.
There we go. That looks good.
Hey, I wanted to. Hey.
Yes. Now take the finger away because finger is blocking.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
Wait,
He's rating it.
Laptop?
That wasn't a finger.
The laptop.
Oh, yeah, you're very funny.
Oh my god.
Yes, I know. You're very funny. Look at this. Fucking Nora. Right. Okay.
Wow.
Have a look at this, guys. What about it? Yes.
Okay, so now we talked here while you were away. We talked a little bit your coal-powered router. No, pull it back. Pull it back. It's not going.
I'm trying to. The whole thing's so slow. It's running behind. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's running right, but there has got to be something wrong with my actual router or my internet connection or something like the internet provider.
What's your PayPal? Let's get you new router. Let's get you new.
We don't need a new router. Fuck me, we don't need a new router. We just EE you on with just need to sort the stuff out and fix me, or there might be a problem. I don't know.
Oh man, thank you.
Not my problem. Not my fault.
Into rooted network.
It's not my fault.
I know. You were an IT guy. I thought you were.
I am, but I can't sort EE shit out, can I?
Quarters Eye, $10 super chat. Hey Tim, good evening, guys. Beautiful IWC, love the brand. Quarters Eye, dude. IWC actually could be a perfect kind of watch for him to add to his collection, because it's like it would work really well with the Chrono Swiss. It's got a lot in common. It's chronograph, very similar bracelet.
Wow, it's so behind.
10 tickers. You know what? I'll tell you. We know the watch. We know the watch. You got the watch.
I've got the watch.
I want to know your opinion of the watch, okay? It's not about the watch. Tell us what you think. Pick it up in your hand. Just tell us what you think about this watch.
It's very, very nice. It is really, really nice. You can tell the build quality straight away. You can tell, how the bracelet sits inside. Very, very. So it just sits properly. No gaps. No loose. Absolutely amazing. The whole clasp is like a proper decent clasp.
Now tickers, that's from like early 1990, like maybe mid
86. It's 86.
86. So that's from the 86 that he's holding right.
Yeah.
And now that's got the fold over clasp. Just show us the clasp here for a second.
Okay, yeah, it'll take about 10 seconds for you to fucking see it, won't it? Hang on. Yeah.
10-second delay, guys.
Oh God, mate, what the this is fucking stupid. I'm glad you're having a fucking laugh. Thank you very much, Tim. Love you too.
I'm enjoying this a lot, guys.
I'm sure you are.
So even that clasp there from 1986, now that feels very solid, right?
Yeah, it feels damn solid. It feels excellent. Yeah, very solid.
Now, you have experience with like Seikos. You have a couple of Seikos there that got modern clasp. And how is that Rolex clasp from 1986 feels compared to like a modern?
It feels as good as a new Seiko. Modern Seiko is good as a modern Seiko. I wouldn't say it's any better. It's a clasp. You can't get too excited over it, but it's good. It's really definitely really good. Yeah,
I really want you to soak it in, because in a couple, maybe a little bit later, what you need to do is also get a ceramic sub, and I want you to kind of think about how this older version of the sub will compare to a ceramic sub.
Yeah. Okay. I tell you what I'm quite surprised. The bezel, when it moves very smoothly. There's no clicks. There's no noticeable clicks at all. Is that right? Is that what it should be?
Yep. That's the older sub. It did not have the click. The 120 click, something that came in on the a little bit later models. I think the 5 digits started having clicks, right?
It doesn't make any noise. You can't. There's no noticeable resistance against it. It's really very smooth. Is that right?
It's just smooth, but it's one direction.
Yeah.
Now see Brian there. He's got the 5 digits pre-ceramic 30-dial one. That one's already got the click.
Yep.
Right.
How many clicks is that? Is that 60 or 120?
120.
So it went straight to 120. Whoa, we got a super chat from Timepiece Bob. £5. TN Tickers Internet Fund. Thank you.
Fuck's sake.
My God, I'm telling you.
So
what
I have a
made you
question
stay away
for
from
T and Tickers, because I guess I missed the unbox. Did he unbox this before? I don't even know.
Yeah, so BQ.
Oh God,
BQ send him this.
Yeah, so BQ Watches. I've done a deal with BQ Watches, Cap, and basically he sends me anything I want, and I review it on my channel for nothing.
Oh, okay. So you have it for a review. You didn't purchase this piece. Okay.
No. Everyone's thinking. Everyone's thinking of it. No. It's 9.5. It's 10 grand.
Okay.
10 grand.
Is it all original parts? Or did they?
Yes, I think I think it's original parts. I mean, you'd have to close. I think from what I can tell, it doesn't say any. It would say so on the website. It's a sale on BQ website, and if it was,
Do you have the link by any chance to this this watch
of course
on
I will.
the? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get it now. So hang on a second.
What makes you stay away from Rolex?
I don't want to stay away from it. I'm fairly new to watches, and I haven't had 10 grand available just to drop on a watch. I mean, you're not going to get a Rolex for less than 10 grand.
Yep.
So I haven't had 10 grand to drop on a Rolex. So that's probably why.
How much is that one going for?
9,950 English pounds.
That is a lot of money.
What's the conversion?
12,000 US.
12,000. Okay. Now that's about the same price.
So 1986 5513. How much you expect it to be?
Right, the 5513. Well, to be honest, yes. I expect it to be more, and I'll tell you why. Because the five digit I have is a little bit less, but close. And my view is the more vintage the piece, I would think the values should be higher than each subsequent model. I know that's not the case for a lot of watches, but I mean that's a vintage piece. So why wouldn't that kind of you would more? There's less of them, one would think. There's less available.
You would think so, but that's kind of in that niche where it's not old enough to be real vintage and it's still new enough.
Hold on a minute. A vintage watch is classed as 25 years old. That's what a vintage watch is. This is 1986. It's more than 25 years old. Yeah, it's vintage. It's vintage.
How would you compare it to one of the other military vintage watches side by side? Like, you have some kind of vintagey watches there. Like does it feel like you're holding 10,000 pounds in your hands?
To be honest, it doesn't. But I'll be honest, but I don't know.
No, you have to be brutal.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It probably doesn't feel like that.
We need brutality here.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel like I've got that. I think it's that price because it's a vintage Rolex. It's probably it might, So yeah.
When you wear any of your
Sorry, everyone's talking at once. Go on. Cameron, did you say something?
Oh yeah, I was telling Tim. When you wear any of your Rolex, does it feel like over $10,000 to you?
I wore other watches similar priced, and this feels better. So
this does not feel like a $10,000 watch. This feels like This does not feel like a $10,000 watch when I wear it. Does your Daytona feel like a $40,000 watch?
No, Daytona definitely. Daytona feels like a $10,000 watch. These Rolexes feel like a $10,000 watch on the wrist.
Tim, I put it in the normal chat because I haven't got StreamYard connected on my laptop. It's on my phone, so I'll put it on the normal chat. We can pick it up.
No, you can't put it in normal chat because you have the wrench. The wrench. Actually,
most watches don't make you feel expensive. That's what I realized when you wear them.
Can I send it to you on WhatsApp? Can you pick it up from WhatsApp?
Yes, I can.
All right. Okay. I'll give it on WhatsApp then. Hang on.
The pocket watch time. What did I miss? You missed a complete technical
disaster.
Internet. Basically, you missed an IT expert.
Yeah, an IT. That's my fucking job. Yeah. That's my fucking job. Yeah.
I just hope you'll be able to put a video together to show, I've
already done the video. The video's fine. Listen, there must be something wrong with StreamYard on my side because everything else is fast. If I go, for instance, I'm looking at the YouTube now of this stream, and it's not slow.
Yes.
It's straight the actual YouTube video of you four, or me. Sorry, us three in my green box. Is not slow.
Yes.
It's got to be StreamYard.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You got some.
I don't know what to tell me.
Bugs. You got you got the cat chewing on the wires. Tim S. Most really, old vintage watches are worth shit. Only special ones drop big prices. Good point. You know, that watch that you're holding, that you're holding, that Rolex, right? That to
That
me,
Rolex.
that feels like a $5,000 watch. It's got the name, it's got the Rolex name, right? But the clasp and everything else, it it feels its age, but it is rare. It's hard. Those pieces are hard to get, and that's what
Yeah.
makes them special. They got that charm.
Have you put the
Well,
link up? I've sent you
here's,
the link. I've sent you
here's
the
the
link.
thing, Tim. Talking about what Tim S says.
Yeah.
So we have Daytona's, GMT's, subs all trading way above list, right? In this
Yes.
crazy gray market we have right now, the secondary market.
Mm-hmm.
So over time, does that mean, and I don't think it does, that you're going to see depreciation? I mean, I think the prices can correct, don't get me wrong, significantly. But what I'm saying is the longer you own a piece, the value will decrease, because that wasn't the case with my 16610. I got it for, let's say, $2,000 in 2000, and you know the story. And not that I can get 11 or 12, but that's what the gray market's asking for it now, 12,000. Is it a $12,000 piece even from 2000? No, I don't think so. And when I bought it, did I think it would kind of maintain its value? I guess consistent with inflation. Like, I don't know what $2,000 would be worth in 2021
Yeah.
dollars.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that math. Probably less than 12,000, significantly less. But the point is, are these depreciating assets now? Like,
The
the
older
longer
one.
you hold it, the worse the value gets. I don't know. Even for regular subs, or definitely not Royal Oaks or a lot of Pateks, they get the
Yeah.
value goes up over time.
Yeah, you're making a good point. I mean, this is the interesting thing, right? It's all determined by what is the state of the market, right? Think about it this way. There's no reason that these ceramic subs should be worth more than these ceramic. Because like, if you think about it, logic dictates that, well, these will never be produced. I mean, they're only going to disappear over time. They become more and more collectible. But that's because, you know, what what is collectible is determined, like today. Like right now, it's there's a trend to collect the ceramic pieces. Nobody talks about these ceramic, but these trends can change, and it all depends on what people collect in that at that time. If there is a spark, right? Like, I'll tell you this. This is a really good example on these Pokemon cards. Nobody gave two shades about these Pokemon cards for like 20 years. Okay, Pokemons were
Mhm.
worthless. And then, like a year ago, the trend exploded just out of nowhere, and people started like these cards started selling for 20 grand. Like cars that were like $500 started selling for 20 grand, 40 grand. Understand? Like, it's just because. And now here's the problem. We don't know how long this trend is going to last, right? This could be like just a momentary thing. Like, people are just collecting it now, then people could get bored, and the value of those things will just tank. Okay, so it's the same thing with these watches, right? If
Mhm.
I think true collectability of these watches hasn't exploded yet. I think in next 20 years we could have a real explosion where people start chasing these vintage submariners, and these could be selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it all depends on the trend and what's hot at that time. So, but then again, like, how many pieces? People say, well, the ceramic ones, there's millions of those. Now, these pre-ceramic, I don't know the numbers, but I think there's just enough for them to become extremely collectible. Cortazai, did anyone feel like buying a Tiffany dial Oyster Perpetual when they came out? Because you knew in your heart the price would skyrocket. I almost bought one. I could kick myself for not getting one now. I was I was actually considering getting one from the AD. I could have got one it was just not at the top of my list. Like for me, I was like, okay, if I get the Summit first, Explorer one next, and then only then Oyster Perpetual Tiffany Dial was on my list. So unfortunately, it's just how it is. There's no, we cannot predict the future. Who would have thought that Patek would release a Tiffany Dial Oyster Perpetual?
Yeah.
And
I mean, you
and
could kick
people,
yourself for not buying a lot of watches a year
yeah,
ago, right? If you
yeah,
bought anything, Patek, Nautilus, Aquanaut, VC
mhm,
overseas, you could have bought them either at the AD or in
yeah,
whatever the gray market price was at the time, an open worked AP, and they're like hundreds of thousands, in some cases 100,000 higher.
yeah,
So I think we all have buyer's remorse to some extent, but
yeah.
we don't know where it's going. To Tim's point, I
That's the
mean,
thing.
look what happened to Panerai. Panerai is in the trash bin of history. Now they could come back. I'm not, gonna try to ruffle Panarista's feathers, but
Mm,
that was the watch of Sylvester Stallone,
mhm,
Arnold Schwarzenegger, and what did they do? They just dumped like all their collections, and
yes,
they had all these Panerais that they sold, through auction or whatever. But they were collecting Panerais like it was
like a Bitcoin.
candy. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Pokemon cards.
yeah, yeah. They thought it was going somewhere, but
Yeah,
it
I don't.
wasn't, unfortunately. Tim Remington, I agree with Captain. I collect vintage pieces. The value has nothing to do with quality. All the watches are product of the time. So so nowhere near today's standards. Value is purely emotional. And that's the thing with these pre-ceramic 4-digit pieces. Just to quickly answer here. David H. Did I miss Tin Tickers reveal? So what's he picking up? So this is the story. Tin Tickers is now sponsored by BQ Watches. BQ Watches sent him a watch for review to check it out to see. T Ticker is a huge skeptic. I mean, he does not want to sell his valuable guitars to pick up a Rolex, but now he found a way to get his hands on and review some of these Rolex and other pieces. BQ Watches sent him this Rolex Submariner 5513. And they send but it's got a different box. They send it to him in a different box because here in this picture it's got the old box. I wonder what happened with the other box. But he's taking a look at it. He said it's not worth the 10 grand, 10 grand, then 10,000 pounds that they're charging. But Tin Tickers, are you there?
Hang on, I'm come back to you.
Tin Tickers, come back. But the biggest problem Tin Tickers has right now is his internet. He cannot figure out his internet. Unfortunately. Bright Blue comment. I don't think you missed out on the Tiffany Oyster Perpetual long term. The hype feels very fleeting, even in the world of hypes. It's very true. I don't think. Well, actually, let me just double check here. Let's see. What do we? Let's go to Chrono. It does look like the hype died down a little bit. Rolex Oyster Perpetual P. Tiffany. Let's just see here what
I
the
mean,
prices
I
are.
think it'll always in the
Uh-huh.
long term it'll trade at a premium. Was
Yes.
that double or triple? I mean, who knows? But
Mhm.
it's a nice OP to have if you're gonna have an OP, which I don't. See, I like
Yeah.
that yellow one or that blue one.
Yes.
But I look at them as kind of like an extra piece, more summary in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a
A knock around
different
watch.
piece to have in the collection. If you have just a Rolex collection, having something like this, it's not boring. Okay. Oh,
Right.
listen, the prices actually did came down to a little bit. They calmed down. They were going for 50. There were few for 75. People were trying 75. Now we see prices dropping to 37. We'll see them drop to 35. I think they will not sell for less than 30, in my opinion. I said these are going to be a $60,000 watch. There's a way that this could be reignited. If Rolex, let's say, discontinues the Tiffany,
Oh yeah,
Rolex,
definitely. That could, imagine they did that. They could do that this year. I don't know if they would, but
Oh, here we go. Chris Stone's $5 super chat. That's a good deal on 5513 if it's correct dial and bracelet wise. All right, so there we go. We got a bit of a now. I believe Brian. Brian, you were saying if it says Swiss
No, that was Mickey
tritium.
that was Mickey that was saying it. I don't know much about vintage subs.
Okay.
But Mickey said that if it had the surrounds, it could be a service dial or something like that.
Well, here's the thing. I think in 5513 there was quite a number of these editions because it was such a long period that this watch was available through that there could be different. There's definitely ones without gold surrounds because this one's got we're talking about the gold surrounds around the hour markers. There are those that have just a printing. Oh, see, welcome to the show.
Good to be with you.
Mr. Controversial. You came to stir shit up?
I saw you guys were talking about vintage, and it's a good topic. These watches tend to have really good proportions, and that's why I think a lot of people are drawn to these original references.
I'd be more interested to see if the loom on the hands and the loom on the dial matches. That'd be, at least they'd be aging together appropriately.
Right.
Yeah, that's well, we see that the loom is starting to age on the hands. We'll see how that goes. Let's see here. I agree with the captain that it's a nice piece and will always trade at a premium, but in 5 to 10 years, will that color still be hot and not played out? Who knows? I'll tell you this. That color, that Tiffany, it will always 1 second. The hype that we lived through of the Tiffany, it will always be the part of history of that dial. Okay? When people gonna sell this watch, they're gonna talk about how it was released. It will forever be linked historically. Like when people write reviews, oh, they'll talk about how Tiffany. There was a period of time when Patek released the Tiffany dial 5711, right? And the prices for this piece exploded, and they came down. It's all stories and history, and this watch will forever have that in its history. Just like Paul Newman. When people talk about the Paul Newman dial, they mention Paul Newman. They don't say, "Oh, it's the dial." They mention the history.
Yeah, I mean it's we call it Tiffany, but it's not the Tiffany color exactly, isn't it? Robin egg blue.
Yeah, it's kind of
Robin.
Who knows? I mean, you would
Robin
need
egg
one of those.
blue.
Yeah, you would need one of those. That's what they call it.
I don't quote me on this.
I think they call it turquoise.
I
they
thought
call it
someone
turquoise.
mentioned pretty definitive. They said it's Robin egg blue. I have not, but it's not.
Oh, that would be.
Whoever made this ad calls it turquoise, but in terms of the actual color, let's see if someone in the chat knows. But I was told Robin egg blue, but it's not the same color as Tiffany's blue.
It's almost.
But it's damn close.
It's like one of the points away, 1 point away or something. Like if you have a time graph, like color is like science.
All right, we're getting it now. Duck egg. There's
duck egg.
Mouth Red and Kenny W.
Quartz eye. Hey OC, thank you for not bashing my Chrono Swiss yesterday on the live stream. You're a gentleman, and I appreciate it. It's Steve. There we go. OC is a gentleman.
I thought it was a beautiful piece.
It's a different piece. Something that definitely it's a bit controversial in the community. We're all Rolex fanboys.
The official Rolex site calls it turquoise blue.
Turquoise.
There you go.
Blue. That's like Tiffany blue.
I think you captured the narrative of this watch in history, Tim. It's always going to be known as in 2021. That was the year that the 5711 was winding down, and Patek Philippe did this crazy thing by introducing this limited edition watch. And at the same time, Rolex also had a watch with a very similar looking color dial, and things just exploded. And I think, 5, 10, 15 years down the line, it'll always be remembered as that snapshot in time.
Exactly. It's gonna be part of history, the narrative, right? Because and like think about this, people, the narrative behind the watch is a huge reason why people buy the watch in the first place. People don't like if we were just talking about specs in the way like Tim Masso says, oh, it's got these measurements by these measurements, these colors. That's it, right? But that's not how people shop, right? They're like, oh, Submariner, like one of the first diving watches. It's got the history, the heritage. Tickers, come back.
Yeah, the problem is, I tell you what, the problem is, mate. It's my camera. It's my Sony ZV. When I was on one of Paul's live stream, he started doing the same thing, and I had to reset the camera back to factory standard. So that's what the MV camera. That's what it is. It's the Sony camera, because nothing else is. This is fine. This is my camera on my laptop. It's same internet and everything. It's the bloody Sony. That's what it is.
The Sony. There you go, guys. You heard. By the way, when you're gonna do review of that Sony camera to tell Sony that it's junk.
I'm gonna do some research. It's a damn good camera. I'm gonna do some research later and see whether.
Hey man, you said like, hey, it's got quick zoom. Like
it has.
My camera has really
fucking
slow
hasn't
zoom.
now.
Like, pick it
yeah.
up. Look.
I know.
It takes a million years to focus.
But at least it works. Yeah.
But
the thing about it
works, man.
do you know what? I'm thinking I may have left it because I was in a rush today. I've been rushing around like an idiot today and get the review done, and I had to nip out. So I'm thinking I might have left if I left the camera on. The camera's overheated. I probably left the camera on. I may have left it plugged in or it's just got overheated. Been on all day.
Well, I tell you what.
Longer than a live stream, longer
my
than
camera turns on if I leave it on so that it doesn't overheat.
Yeah, but I think I did an override on that for some reason, probably fanning about with it. So, hello everybody. We have, look at this. We have a 5513. There you go.
5513, guys. We're doing a review in like 20. We're like taking 20-minute breaks.
We'll get this review done by the end of the show, won't we? So tell me, have you brought the link up?
Let me get to these super chats. We're going to talk about the 5513, guys. Raj G, £4.49. Even the micro brands like Chrono jumped on the hype with the Chrono CG dial before the Patek one. That's right. Don't forget about that turquoise dial Chrono. It was the Tiffany, beautiful Chrono. It's all about the everybody thought that this year was the year of the green, but it was the year of the turquoise. Actually, everyone is kind of cashing in on the turquoise, so it is year of the green. Eddie Vassal, £10. How important is sapphire transparent case back for you? For me, I need to have at least one watch in my watch box with a lovely movement I can admire. Love to hear your thoughts. I'll tell you this. I would love a watch with the case back, with the open case back. But it has to be the proper watch. Because like sometimes these manufacturers, right, they'll open the case back. But there's really nothing to see. Like, for example, there's reason Rolex, they don't open up the case back, right, guys? Let's be honest.
That?
There's not much to see there.
Is that because the movement looks a bit shy, basically?
Yeah. It's not a movement for
sorry, Rolex, but your movements are shy.
Yeah, it ain't no work of art. It's utilitarian. Although Alex would say, like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's still beautiful.
Oh, incoming.
There's a Tudor case, a Tudor movement. Yay! Who cares?
Yeah, you see that?
Yes, I mean it doesn't look. Yeah, it doesn't look very good, does it? To be honest, it's probably great.
It looks kind of sad.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah, I've seen my Seiko 5s have better finished movements.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right. This is why
you can't unsee that, right? So if your Rolexes had open case backs, you can't unsee it. You would be underwhelmed. It will hurt the brand.
It will hurt the brand. Yes, exactly.
Now, I think was there talk of them doing an open case back on a Cellini? Because unless that's beautifully decorated, did they? I mean,
yeah. I'll show you Rolex prints
Oh, one of the older versions.
Yeah. And they had Geneva stripes and everything. Let me show you real quick.
Because that would be a way to kind of show their, flex their muscles a little bit. But everything's machined.
So you see this one? Let me
Yep.
let me see it full screen. Let me show you full screen. So this is Rolex prints. Let's see. How do I? Oh, this is how I scroll. Okay. So check this out. So it kind of looks like a Patek gondola.
Yeah.
Here we go. You see, that's the back. This is very old watch. So, but at least you can see there's a bit of striping. There's a bit of finishing there. Right? It's kind of sad.
Yeah, the bridges look pretty cool.
Yeah. They got bridges. They tried it. They gave it their best, I think.
Yeah.
And probably this is why they stopped doing it, because they're like, you know what, Patek, Vacheron, or Lange. You look at Lange, and this is the pro. Oh, I don't know what website I just opened. Lange. I can just hear. Now, this is why they don't want to be compared. They don't want people to put Rolex finishing and compare it to like Patek finishing, because then people are just gonna say, oh, you see, Patek is so much more superior than Rolex when compared on those parameters. Okay, so they don't even want people comparing the finishing. So you see, look at this, like that's just what, and that's just a simple Saxonia outsized date.
Tim, have you bought the link up that I sent you? Sorry, of BQ.
Yep.
I did.
Sorry. We'll have it here. We're gonna. Oh, look at this, Brian.
There's an AP case back.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Wow.
That's worth wearing on the wrist the wrong fucking way around, that, isn't it?
That's
Just
Surprise.
that is nice. That I like that. I like
You
that.
see this?
Yeah.
This is kind of
see
what
the-
you want when you got the open case back.
Yeah, that's proper.
Wow.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yes, you're gonna.
Show us
You
the
need to
watch.
yeah.
You haven't showed us this before. This is. Oh,
Yeah, I did.
wait, oh,
There you go. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Code
you got it.
11.
Here's the
Code
code.
1159.
Oh, look at that! It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, look at that!
Now, if Rolex is going to play in this pond, they
Yeah.
got to become bigger fish.
Exactly. And they don't even at the moment, they don't want to open up their case backs because they don't want people putting AP next to Rolex and saying, well, who's got better movement? Because this is going to ruin their brand. Okay, they're not competing in the finishing department. They're competing in the brand strength department. Wow, look at that. It's freaking next level.
Yeah.
Peruka doesn't like the date at the 4:30.
I don't like it there either. They should have put it down right above the 6. Would have balanced the watch.
This is what I want, like Eddie Visau, like this, like something like that, like one of these watches, a beautiful Lange or a beautiful Patek or Vacheron. Actually, Peruka got a beautiful Vacheron. He got it for like 13,000. He got the Traditional. Actually, let me try to pull it up. Let's see. BC Traditional. Second. Like very. Oh no. He's not Traditional. He's got the other one. Second. He's got the Historiques, I think. Let's see. Historiques. Nope. No, not the Historiques. What the fuck? Which one has he got? Got the other one. They got like freaking 10 different 10 models. Okay, so we got VC. Here we go. VC 82172. That is bang per buck with an incredible movement. Let me just show him what we're talking about, because this, what I would like, what I think people should do, get one of these. This is like it's got beautifully finished movement, beautiful finished dial. Can I zoom in on this? Can I zoom in? No, the website just won't allow me to do it.
Oh,
right.
You're faulty as well, are you?
Yeah, he's got it. I think in this one, in the white gold right here. Oh wait, this is without it. Holy shit. On their website. Oh, okay. Here we go. So this is the platinum version, but it's got the same movement. So you can see it, something like that. You see it? Manual wind. Just beautiful, beautiful finishing. So there you go. If you're gonna go for open case back, in my opinion, you have to go with the Holy Trinity, or maybe a Breguet or a Lange. Okay.
Let me go get one more watch that I think people will like, but it's going to take me a minute.
Okay. All right. Brian is going to get the watch. Tickers.
Yes.
All right. Now you're back. Ooh, 1 second. Check it out. That's the 15. What is that? 15,500?
300, Tim.
Oh yeah. 15,300. That's right. Yeah, because you can tell by the rotor. When'd you get that? Beautiful.
Oh, I got this in November of 2020.
November 2020. You got it. You got it actually used, right?
Did. Yeah. Down in Tribeca from the AP AD, but this was in their pre-owned section.
Now this was before the complete explosion of AP in popularity, right?
It was getting popular, getting more popular, I think, as the whole watch space exploded, and AP was getting, all the blue dial hype was starting. So what's interesting is this watch with the blue dial 15300 was, I think, 10, or the 400 or 500 was $10,000 more than the black dial.
Yeah.
So, yep, Swiss Peruca, yep, 39, and the 15,400 and 15,500 are up at 41. So this is the original size.
A bit more wearable. Probably
this is the original Royal Oak size. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, my wrist can handle, I think, a larger size, but for almost every other normal wrist, and I know it's upside down, but this is 39, and we'll see what they do on this year is their 50th year anniversary of the Royal Oak.
Damn.
So folks are expecting big things.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, so Watch Army's got the white one, which is also gorgeous. Yeah, they've all exploded in price.
Yeah, it's really
all exploded.
I might be able to get one. At retail, but man, it's a long shot.
Jump on. Look at that!
Oh, that's gorgeous.
That's what you call a fucking movement.
Oh, wait, come on, get the focus. Let me tilt this down, maybe. There it goes.
Nice.
Oh, what the fuck is that? That's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, damn,
I'm not
that's
sure
beautiful.
what watch that is.
No,
so that is a Arnold and Son.
Arnold and Son.
Holy fuck!
And that dial is way more impressive in person. But it's an 8-day manual wind. It's a big watch. It's like a 43.
Yeah. Arnold and Son, actually, they're exploding in popularity lately. They've been for longest time. They've been very, very quiet brand, but they're doing some amazing stuff. Wow. I mean, again, the camera won't focus.
Yeah.
But this is.
But at least my internet's connected.
Yeah. At least
Brian, I said you probably didn't hear me update. The problem is with my camera. It's my ZV-1 camera. That is what the problem is. Not the internet. It's not my computer. It's the camera. It's happened once before. I've had to reset the camera. I've had to reset the camera back to factory standard before now.
Factory standard.
I wait till what I'm going to do. I've just switched it completely off and unplugged it, and I'm just going to let it cool up overnight. See what it's like tomorrow.
Yeah, it's probably the wiring already melted on the inside. It's too late, man.
Too late, man.
Too late. When you the 10 tickers, camera fun.
Fuck me, Dad.
Brian, what made you go for that watch? Arnold and Son. How much? How much do you pay for that?
Well, this was the AD needed to move some pieces, and it was at a price that I couldn't pass up. I don't wear it that much. It doesn't.
Wow.
It doesn't fit in my watch box because I've got the $39 eBay watch boxes.
Yes.
So it stays in its own spot.
8-day power reserve.
So how much? Sorry, Brian. How much was it then, please? We don't mind me asking.
I think they retail around 12, and I got it for like 45 off. So it was like 7.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Dress watch with amazing finishing for 7,000. What?
Yeah. Now I don't like the strap that's on it because
What's wrong with the strap?
I don't wear any brown, and I'm a fashion diva.
You know, it looks like pipe tobacco color. Pipe tobacco.
It does. It does look like pipe tobacco color, but
yeah.
I don't know. I don't wear it that often. But it fits.
Very nice.
It fits really comfortably for its size.
Al, wow, Brian, thanks for going down the catacombs to bring that. That's not part of his 84-piece collection that he's got on the left there.
No, this is part of the 60-piece annex collection.
The annex. This is the stuff that doesn't even fit into the main collection. This is how some people do it. They have the main collection and say, "Oh, my main collection is like certain number of pieces, and I want to keep it under that number." And then to deal with the problem, then they have the second collection. They do not even count. Like, oh, it's not part of my.
Yeah, I can't count that. I can't count that. I can't count that for various reasons, whether it's price or no. That one I got from for my graduation. That doesn't count. Or
this was a gift.
Yeah. Right. Doesn't count. Not part of the collection.
It doesn't fit in the initial box of 8 or 12, so it's off to the side.
Guys, gotta tell you. So Carson Chrono, he had like 35 watches, okay, and then he had like 5 watches on the side, okay. Then he says, I moved a lot of pieces. I don't know how many he moved, but he's saying, oh, I only get 15 left. Okay, like let's just so that you guys understand. I mean, he's saying he's got 15, but that's main collection, right? That's main collection. And then he's got like probably another 40 that he doesn't include into this main collection. It's just gotta tell you guys. It's I need to start doing that. By the way, cheers to Cars and Chrono. I'm gonna get a drink because it's been a stressful day. Internet is not working. Camera is not working. Tea and Ticker is not working.
So Tim, I saw you mention that Oban was a little on the smoky side. I've never had Oban, but it looks nice.
Dude, so you know what this is? This is like training wheels for the art bag.
Okay.
You know, art bag is really, really peaty. This is like, imagine between Blue Label and art bag.
So the fire is kind of smoldering.
Yeah, it's
when you jump on top of it. It's not a raging fire and then jumping in it.
It's like smooth.
A smoother, smokier.
It's smooth and then it's got a bit of a smoke. It's perfect. It's very
nice. That's a nice gesture, man. Cars
flavorful, you know. Like there's like, for example, like Blue Label is just smooth throughout. Just drink it like water. But this is like smooth. It's got a bit of that smokiness.
Right. Yeah.
So
it's not blended.
Yeah.
It's a single malt.
Very similar to Talisker 10, but Talisker 10 is much more smoky. This is like half the smoke. Oh, we got super chat from Eddie Vassal, 20 pounds. Sorry for the constant IWC questions. You don't have to be sorry for this. I love IWC. I'm gonna take the viewers to IWC Boutique. We're gonna take a look at everything they've got. I have a connection. I've been a little bit busy working with all the YouTube stuff. But just the new 43 millimeter big pilot. So feeling curious. So you just got the new one. Let me just bring it up here. And then we're gonna talk about IWC watching tickers while Teen Ticker is getting ready there. Here we go. So he's got this one right here. But I'm curious about 2022. Please rate the upcoming value of the following mid-tier brands: Omega, JLC, and IWC. You know what? I'll even make a poll. What people think would be the rating. Let's see here. Please rate your. Okay, I'll just put it like this. What's your favorite brand? Okay, and then I'll put the 3 in: Omega, JLC, and IWC. I would say it's IWC followed by Omega and then JLC. Tickers, you okay there?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just
Breathing a bit heavily.
I think it was.
It's the coal from the rooted router.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you identified it as T, man. I was wondering if that was me, Tim, and I didn't know what
We have the entire panel vaping tonight, Tim. So
Yeah.
I was
That
holding my
looks like a
breath.
pipe though. Mine is the vape, and
That's a real.
yeah.
Oh, guys, make sure everybody votes. This is actually kind of mind blowing. Looking at the poll results, it's completely opposite to my rating.
Well, I think the question is phrased a little bit differently
What's
here
your
from
favorite
Eddie.
brand?
So, no, it's please rate the upcoming value of these brands. And so, there's two ways to approach this from my perspective. I think if you are buying these at MSRP, then I think the order in which they're listed kind of makes sense. Like if you're buying Omega, JLC, and IWC at MSRP, then I think Omega is going to retain the most value. JLC
But
will be the
Omega
second
doesn't give
best.
discounts anymore. You can get a discount on IWC.
Yeah, but the Omega watches are so affordable. They're all in the mainly in the $5,000 to $7,000 range. Whereas JLC are more expensive, and IWC watches can be more expensive as well. So, but if you're getting those watches at a discount, Omega is much harder to get discounts than JLC or IWC. So that kind of changes the answer.
The algorithm, it changes the algorithm.
Changes the algorithm because I think Omega is already very well priced, competitively priced. So you're going to get great value, and it's going to retain a higher percentage of its value versus buying JLC or IWC at MSRP.
I think though IWC got a lot of growth potential though. If you can buy it now at discount, and they got great future, because like if you think about it, you get more watch for your money. I think with IWC, it's much more prestigious brand than Omega.
No, I think you got.
I don't think so. Not a chance. I don't think those guys will pick me up.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got it wrong because IWC is a much better horological brand, but Omega is a much more valuable brand.
Definitely. Yeah.
They have the Moonwatch and they have James Bond. That's all they need. Done.
Yeah. And to be fair to JLC, some of their pieces are very cost competitive. Some of the steel pieces, are under $10,000 and are great value. So it's a hard question.
it is. It's kind of like a brand tier ranking question, and I know we've done on very extreme, tier lists, right?
I will say this, and it'll upset Tim a little bit, but I do feel that that Omega and JLC are in a slightly higher tier. I'm going to get in trouble, I know, slightly higher tier than IWC from a brand equity perspective.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, JLC definitely in terms of Omega and IWC kind of battling it out. I think you could make a case to throw Tudor in there.
Listen, I think quality-wise, Omega is a bit below. I think IWC quality-wise is above Rolex.
Their Tudor is growing, but they're growing on the back of Rolex unavailability, and so people who are familiar with Rolex are moving into Tudor as an entry-level watch. But I don't think it's ever fair to compare. I'm going to get some heat for this as well, but I don't think Tudor is in the same category as Omega at all. Omega is there competing heritage-wise,
Yeah, no question.
lineage-wise with JLC and Rolex. Tudor is a $3,000 to $5,000 watch tops.
And that's why you can get the Tudor gold one at a discount all over the place.
Yeah, nobody wants Tudor gold. That is true. I'm saying they're relatively new entrants back into the U.S. market. Yeah. So, and they are 100% riding on Rolex kind of coattails, right?
Yeah, they're growing really rapidly. I think they're over 200,000 watches, and I think this year you'll find them probably at over 250,000 watches shipped. So they're a powerhouse. They're a force with which to be reckoned for sure. And in 5 years, they could easily be rivaling Omega in terms of shipments, global shipments. But for now, I don't see them as being in the same brand tier.
And in my in my opinion, JLC is missing two things from becoming part of the new Trinity or the new Holy JLC. Whatever. JLC needs slightly better finishing on their watches and their dials, and they need a functioning sports watch.
Yeah, they need a new, totally hyped stainless steel sports watch, and maybe they have one, but that we're missing, and I'm not familiar with it. But they definitely need something new to compete in that space and bring a lot of attention to them, because they've got the Reverso, which is great. They've got the dress watches. I forgot the name of the collection, but
the Polaris, in my opinion, is a total flop. The Polaris it's just they're too big.
Yep.
I mean, that's their sports watch. I mean, they revived the Polaris, and the public is just not buying it. Actually, this is part of the reason Mr. Two left. He got one of these Polarises, was so disappointed by it, returned it, and all hell broke loose. Kind of.
That's a short synopsis of the Mr. Two, saga.
Yeah.
He got the Polaris and just ran out of the hobby.
Yeah. It's
okay.
It's a thing. It's a thing that happened, unfortunately. I don't know. Look, you look at this watch, right? Okay, it's cool, but they got the movement. They got the kind of their finishing is not. The nickname was it's a paddock quality at the Rolex price, right? That's what for the longest time, Visual Acute was kind of positioned themselves. But the thing is, their movements and cases, they don't really go well together, except the Reverso. Reverso is perfect because that's the movement made for the case, so that always works. But with the Polaris, right? Like you look at the dial, right? And the date just kind of sits a little bit too close to the hands, right? It almost looks like AP 15400. So
I mean, Chris Vince has made a good point that you're not looking at the master control, which is I know we're talking about sports watches, but I think the master control is kind of like where they shine.
Yeah, and the master ultra thin is gorgeous. I always like that watch.
Okay, this is a really cool picture that will show what is the problem with a lot of brands and why actually IWC is going to be successful. Okay, let me show you this picture right here. Okay, this is kind of the key to the answer to answer this all. So see it, that's the 15400. It's got a date that's positioned in an awkward spot because this is not an in-house movement. That the movement is not designed for the case, so it's sitting at this awkward spot. It's got a half indice on the right at 3. Right now, you look to 15500. This one's got the new in-house movement, and everything just falls into places. Okay, look, it's just perfect. The harmony is here. Could have they done it without a date? Just got away with the date? Sure, would have been better. Yes, But I'm just saying, it's harmony.
The only company that gets away with not being perceived as having a cheap movement when the date is more inside the dial is Rolex, because you have the Cyclops, which is there,
Yes.
and so
It balances
it's really
it out. It stretches it into.
it stretches the area, so you don't
Yeah.
really see that it's not at the edge of the dial. Having the date at the edge of the dial is kind of psychologically delivers a message that it's a big movement inside, a big modern movement inside the case.
Now you
Which
look
has
at
to
this.
be.
You look at this IWC. What does it do? It fixes that whole date problem. There's no date to begin with. Forget about the date. It's perfect.
Now,
Look at the
Tim, if
back.
you go back to that AP comparison one more time, if you don't mind. Okay, so what they did in the 15500 is they removed also the automatic that they had on the 15400, because everyone knows it's automatic. Now the problem is that exposes more of the dial, and some would say it's not as balanced without the automatic. So it's a lot of dial.
Yeah.
The dial and better movement. I like the 8 on the side. I do.
I think the reason that it looks a little bit unbalanced at the moment is because the hands are at 10-10. If the hands weren't at 10-10, so you see it's very top heavy right now because the hands are there. But if the hands weren't there, it wouldn't feel the same.
Correct. Yeah. And the indices are a little bit thicker. I think they did a good job with redesign.
The 202 doesn't have a date.
Yes. Yeah. It's perfect.
Tim, can I ask you in the panel something? You asked me a question. Is this watch worth 10 grand? Well, do you think it's worth 10 grand?
Let's go back. So I think I'm gonna close the poll. Look, actually, there's a lot of just to wrap up Eddie Vasal's question, right? I think IWC is completely on the right track. They're going to where the future of watches are. JLC, I mean, even though the votes are like 54%, 55% voted for Omega as their favorite brand. 35 said JLC, and IWC only 9%. Wow. Oh yeah, 15202. It does have a date. It doesn't have the second hand.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
It
Thanks.
doesn't have a second hand. That's right.
All right. I should have Bobby Googled it.
Bobby Google, guys. You have to Bobby Google.
Google.
And Peruka also said, yeah, it doesn't have a date. No second hand. Yeah. Just to clarify.
Right. I noticed you hadn't got a loom pit. I forgot. Yeah, someone noticed I hadn't got a loom pit. So it's a loom pit missing.
I just think that IWC has started making perfect watch. Even if you look at this thing. So let me just show you this thing. These watches, they're completely overpriced at the moment, right? But guess what? They took off the date. They're overpriced watches, but in every way, I think they're perfect. They're doing what people want, just at the really expensive price. All right. That's why they get a little bit hate. But if you pick up the watch at the right price, one of these IWCs, I think you'll see it grow in value.
I hate to say it because I don't want to punish a brand for not copying Rolex or for doing something different. That being said, I am going to say that if IWC simplified the bracelet on the previous one that you were just looking at, and made it more of a Rolex Oyster style bracelet, I think that would broaden the appeal of it. I think this bracelet is busy, and I think if they simplified it, it would get more appeal.
Well, actually, I think this watch looks better on the leather strap. You put it on that. Look at that, on that beautiful blue leather strap, and that's where it shines. Because the pilot's watch is technically supposed to be on the leather strap.
Yeah, I think people want that solid-looking stainless steel Oyster-esque bracelet with a lot of functionality and the extensions and the glide lock and all that. And I don't think it's seen as a proper sports watch if it doesn't have that.
All right. Well, all right. Let's move on. Let's ask T and Tigger. Okay, so here I have. Let me bring up the one more time. The where was it? The that's T and Tickers there. BQ watches.
EQ
There we go.
watches.
We now that the internet finally is working, we fixed it, man.
Fix it,
Well,
man.
kind
Well,
of patched it up,
kind of.
patched up the
Well, it's the
rooted
camera.
rotor.
Yeah, it's the camera, mate. Trust me, it's the camera.
It's the camera. It's not the rooted router. Okay,
No,
tell us
not the route.
about.
No.
Tell us about. What do you think about this?
Right. Okay. So,
Rolex.
you asked me whether you think it's worth 10K.
10K.
I mean, it's obviously you. It's the buyer. It's the buyer's market. It's what people pay for it. It's not necessarily worth 10K, is it?
Yes.
How much would how much in 1986 would a 5513 have been? How much would that have
Well, I
been?
think it would be like 3 to 4 grand new, right?
When? In
Yeah,
86?
1986. 86
No,
car.
no. I would say much lower. I would.
Really?
I would say 2000, but
Right.
don't quote me on that.
But
Maybe even less.
inflation, you have
It
to
was low.
accounting for inflation. It would feel like 4,000 of today's money. No.
Today's money I think would be even more than that. I'm saying how much was the actual retail price?
The
There
retail
must
price.
be.
Yes, that's what I was saying. In 1986, how much
Haruka
was
says
the first
1,000.
watch pay for it? Wow.
Lucas says
Okay.
it was
Wow.
selling for about 1,000. We got 2 super chats here. Helmet 56, $5. Do you think Cartier is good value in the current environment? Can be had at retail. I like reference. Just bring this up for a second here. Sorry for the interruption.
Well, I know that it's relative, but I'm just kind of wondering now whether this is worth 10 grand.
All right, so it's so now we have a number 24 FPS 800. So let's say 800 to 1,000. Someone's got to do the math and see where we would be today with inflation. So it's kind of like currently pricing the older Rolex, right?
Yeah.
Using the actual price and bringing them current. Is Tim? That's what you were getting at, I think, with your 3,000 to 4,000.
Oh wait, I think he's just real quick here. I want to answer this super chat. He's talking about Cartier Santos large in white dial. I personally, if I were to go for the large Santos, I think let's see 009. But he's talking about 0018. What is he? Oh no, it is this one. I would get this one in black dial, like this. I think this one is going to be a little bit more valuable if I'm going for large, or damn it, come on, website, or the blue one. This one's also more valuable in my opinion. These are going to be a little bit more collectible. So helmet, if you're going to go for Cartier, go for either black or blue. Stay away from the white. If you're going to go for the white one, get the medium, no date. And Pavel, $5, rooted router certified. Thank you, Pavel.
None of Tim. Come on, I don't mean to burst your bubble here, but zero of these Santoses are collectible watches. These are modern, mass-produced.
Listen,
Cartier makes 500,000 watches a year. These are not mass-produced watches. These are
OC. I think
if you
Rolex
buy
just as mass-produced as these Cartier.
And
let's
now
not, let us not compare Cartier watches with Rolex hyped watches. These are very nice watches. If I would say that if you can get one at 10% off MSRP, they're a good buy.
Well, this
they're
actually
great
goes
value.
over retail. The blue one goes over retail.
They go over retail because people buy them at retail and try to flip them. And when they try to flip them, they try to sell them for MSRP plus 10% plus some little padding on top. But that's artificially generated. It's not based on demand. There's thousands of these available. You can get them.
Demand for these watches could be created. It's demand for Rolex is just as artificial as demand for Cartier. I mean, I don't think quality-wise, this Cartier is very, very good.
There's no one disputing that. I just think that if you want this watch, there's no waiting to get this watch. You can have it.
Actually, you have 3 weeks. 3 weeks for the blue dial if you want to get it from Cartier.
That's not very long.
If people can't wait
for
3
me.
weeks,
That's actually for me.
for,
3 weeks.
in Tim's world, it's a lifetime. A lot can happen in 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3
But,
weeks a lot.
But I agree. I mean, OC's right. I mean, I walked in. I guess this was a year and a half ago now into a boutique in. It wasn't a boutique. They had Cartier Rolex and everything in Utah, and I thought about picking up the Santos white dial large because to fit my wrist, no problem. Like they had any model that you possibly could want.
Right.
I mean, but I like Cartier's classic. I like Cartier. I'd like to own a Cartier. I wouldn't buy it thinking that I'm gonna, the value is gonna explode or anything like that.
I don't think it's gonna explode, but I think the blue one and the black one will keep their value better than the white one. The white one, I think the white one will keep it. Like you're not gonna lose an arm on the leg on the Cartier. This is not gonna be 50% in 10 years.
I don't think you can choose. I don't think you should choose the color of the Santos based on what you think it'll be worth. I think all three are different looking. The blue looks great, the black looks great, and the white is classic. Yeah. But I don't think you should say, well, I'm going to buy the blue even though I like the white, because the blue will be $300 more valuable in 5 years. I mean, that's a silly way to look at it.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Like, for example, like if someone has a choice to buy a Cermet or the black Submariner, I would always, I think I would say get the Cermet.
Here you are conflating
the same thing.
Cartier, and no, it's really not the same thing. This white dial is the classic look, which I would might go for this, but it's also so common.
So which one would you go for? If you were gonna go for the Cartier, would you go for the white one?
So like I don't like the large size, but if I were to buy the large size, the one that I think looks the best is the one with the black dial with the black ADLC or whatever they call it.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I mean that one has a lot of contrast, it's striking, and that comes with a rubber bracelet that just makes that thing. Yeah, I mean that's
what I said. I said if you're gonna go for the large one, go for the blue or the black.
Yeah, but don't buy that one because it's gonna hold value. It's not gonna hold.
I think it will also not only that's the only way to get the black one is in large, and I think they're a little bit more interesting than the white one.
Let me ask you this: what about the white one in a medium? Like because I have a larger wrist on the black leather Cartier strap as a dress piece, because it is a sportier watch.
Yeah.
Could you pull that off? Does that work, or it's a non-starter because it's not a tank?
Could you repeat that one more time? You want the medium size for what?
Like medium size on a leather strap, and you kind of wear it formally, like for dressier occasions, not.
Cartier's dial by default is a dressy formal dial. That's the beauty of it.
I'm drawn to it. That is the beauty of it. Like I love that dial.
So I think I'm going to sound a little bit like Tim Mosso here, but I do not think the large size is appropriate for a wrist smaller than 7 1/4 inch in circumference.
14 centimeters.
Yeah, or 180 centimeters in circumference. I think you need a very big wrist to pull off the large.
And why does Tim Mosso do that, by the way, with all due respect to Tim, who's obviously a genius when it comes to this. But because for me, I never can kind of do the translation in centimeters or millimeters or whatever he's talking about. Yeah. I wish he would have said, I wish he used
you want to use inches? Proper. I think centimeters is more international. So I think he uses
I just wanted to, okay.
So, but I think the medium, I've said this like probably 10 times. The viewers are probably going to say, we know all over you've used that, you've said it a million times before, but the medium doesn't have the date. It has the Roman numeral 6 at the bottom, which I think makes the dial better. I think having the date at the bottom on this particular model doesn't suit it.
100%. And I think the reason Tim Mosso does that is because watch measurements are all done in millimeters, except for wrist size for us Americans.
There you go. Look, I think we're pretty much beat the dead.
No, I think there's another one. I think there's another one.
You agreed with
Tim,
me by disagreeing with me.
but Tim, I think there's another one with a stainless steel case with just black around the rim.
Yeah. Those are very rare as well. There's this one right here, actually, right here.
Yes.
So, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna buy the large one, I think we agree you shouldn't go for the white one. Go for one of these a little bit more interesting variants. Okay. I said I think it's because this is the only way to get these interesting variants. If you're gonna go for the medium one, then you have no choice but to get the white one. Yeah, I used to not like the black one, the blue one. I was very skeptical, but the more I learned about Cartier, the more I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I love these interesting.
The question is how many. I mean, they're pumping them out to meet demand.
I don't actually listen. They're not pumping them out as much as I thought they were. They're pretty. I missed the super.
I'm just wondering how many more will they make before the market is saturated for this particular model. You know,
as a bling daily. Wait. He said as a bling daily sportswear. Yeah.
Yep.
This is very kind of bling daily sportswear watch.
Tim, in the private chat, I put a link to a watch that I'm considering that's a Cartier.
Oh, we haven't mentioned, if you want bling, we haven't mentioned the two-tone Santos.
No. Stay away from two-tone Santos. I think you're not getting a lot of value for your money. Well, look at this. That's a great value. 4,000. That's half the Santos.
Yep.
Now that's
it's a discontinued model.
Yep.
Discontinued.
It only ran for 3 years.
I'm not a huge fan of this triple 3 dates exposed, but for the money, that's a great kind of diver sports Cartier watch.
And that is a great price.
And I kind of that not only is that a great price, but there's a couple other models. One's a two-tone that I like, that goes with my Boogie Nights mode.
Rose gold bezel, I think, right?
Yeah, rose gold bezel, and it's a Cartier, and I want to put a Cartier in my collection, and I've been considering that one.
It's pretty cool. This is cheap. Like people when people say like, hey, what can you buy except Rolex? If you can get Rolex at retail, you can get 5. Think about this. For the price of a Batman, you can have like a 5-piece collection. These are solid.
Let me say this because I know this model because my brother has this exact one, and I'm on 47th Street all the time. This model on 47th Street, they won't sell it for less than $6,500 because I've been looking for it, and on Chrono you won't find it for less than $6,000. If you like this model and you're interested in it, you should go to David SW right now and snatch that up. You won't
steal this watch, Brian. Now that we mentioned this on this live stream, guess what? This watch is gonna disappear. By the way, if you mention timwrite, you can get even a couple $100 off.
You will get a David SW and cloth.
Free shipping. Remember, there's no taxes either.
Yeah, and free shipping.
Yeah. Oh, let's say what do you think about this Cartier? What do you think?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
What do you think about the price? 4,850. It's pretty cool, right?
It's pretty cool. That's going to be about 4,800 quid over here because that's what they do. They change the dollar price into. So that 4,875 is about 3,000 English quid, but they won't give us 3,000. They'll give it 4,875 English pounds, which is a complete fucking rip-off.
And there's different versions of this. This one is the black version, and there's one that's steel, and the steel is usually cheaper, and this one's usually more expensive.
That's nice. The old black one is pretty nice. I like it.
Yeah,
DC.
I like the blue jewel. I like the blue jewel in the end of the crown. That is pretty funky.
That's
if this watch is still available by the end of this show, I would be surprised.
Right. Wow. It's kind of at this price, it's a bit of a steal, right?
And when people say that David SW is overpriced, no, they're not. There's some fines on there.
It's only Steel Sports Rolex that's kind of overpriced, But Steel Sports Rolex is overpriced everywhere.
And the thing about this watch is it's discontinued. They don't make it anymore. So you're buying something that people are going to see and go, "Oh wow, that's really unique." But they're not going to make this model ever again.
Yeah. Let's say, you know how much I bought this for? It's just what's the size? Just real quickly. When this is a 2018 piece. 2018 is freaking new. Bezel is ceramic.
Mhm.
300 feet water resistance.
Yeah, 300 meter.
Yeah. Rubber. Power reserve 38 hours. Okay, it's quite a small power reserve. It's 42, so it's not massive. It's not a huge watch. Mickey, welcome back.
Be a great watch in like a divers, divers
Category.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a.
I love
what?
David SW. By the way, I'll weigh in too because he's done very well by me with both a Tudor and a Patek. So I got a really good deal on. I think on both. I would say. Of course, I mentioned timwrite.
Yeah.
And then he tried to charge me more, Tim. I don't know why.
That's my kickback.
Trying to jack it up.
Yeah, that's how I get paid.
One more.
No, but he did give me a watch roll as well, which was a nice little touch. Yep, like a single roll.
Yeah, one more point on this watch is if you're single, which I am not, this is the perfect date watch because it's masculine, it's sporty, but it's also a Cartier, and your date is going to go, wow, that's a Cartier.
That's true.
And I think it's black, it's modern, it's masculine, but it's also something that your female counterpart will recognize the brand and go, fuck, this guy's got it together.
He's got taste.
And the 12 is big enough that all the way across the room, you can tell which way the watch should be up.
Oh, yeah, with the big X and the circle at the bottom. Yeah, actually, 1 second. There's someone. Wait.
And then she'll say, "I want the Ballon Bleu."
Yeah. Here's the thing, though.
You'll have to say, "Give it time. Give it time. If you play your cards right,
1 second.
You'll buy her the Ballon Bleu."
I wanna bring up. I saw someone said that this watch looks a bit confused, which is kind of true because it's a diver's watch, right? But it's got Roman numerals. It's not. There's no like loom, so what it is. It's a dress watch.
Wait a minute. What did you say? This is all loomed, Tim.
Okay, but this loom is pretty useless. You know what I mean? It's like, think about it. It's not very legible.
Loom on a dive watch is pretty useless.
Yeah, it's a dress dive watch. It's a Cartier watch.
Styled to look like a
Cartier
watch.
I think if they just would have done sticks instead of the Roman numerals, completely better. But
this is a fashion watch. This is a fashion watch. It's a fashion diver. You're not going to be diving with this watch technically. Though you could. You could. It's got the water resistance and but it's a fashion diver. It's for diving into Saks Fifth Avenue. All right, that's kind of what it's for.
Yeah,
right?
In that case, the date is functional, but you're right, Tim, with the 345, they could have eliminated the date. And it would have been a bit cleaner for diving, but you're not diving with it anyway, so.
No, what I'm thinking of it for is a holiday. A holiday for tea and tickers or a vacation watch where you don't want to wear a Rolex.
It's clear that all of us are just trying to make it a no date Submariner. We're like, take the date off. Get rid of the Rolex.
Well, I like that.
Right.
I like that crown snake.
Got my Cyclops on it, and we're there.
Okay, 4 pounds 49 cents. Thoughts on Grand Seiko SBG8 403G Lion's Mane dial. I love the K shape, but I don't know why.
Oh, I love that. I like that. I like that.
That is very spring drive. This thing is huge, though. It's limited to 500 pieces.
What size is it?
It's 44.5. It's huge.
And it's also
huge.
Isn't it?
Look at the angles. Look at the angles on the lugs.
Yeah, it's got it's got these it's based on the older Grand Seikos. Older Grand Seikos, they had these squared off lugs. You can see it's not drilled. So usually, the lugs would be drilled all the way to the case and then follow the case shape. But here, it's got the square end. This is kind of based on vintage Grand Seikos. Let me see if I can bring a little bit of a different angle to this.
If it was only a flat 4, then the Rolex crowd could get excited about it. That's the dumbest thing ever.
Acquired.
That case reminds me of the Godzilla.
It is kind of a Godzilla. It does look a bit like that Godzilla watch, you know. There is a Godzilla Grand Seiko.
Yeah, are you reading the Tim? You got to stay in tune. The comments are
the comments
hilarious.
Oh, it looks like a shit smeared dial, kind of. I don't know.
I think some of them, yeah. One of them was talking about. Do you know these guys? Bright Blue Comet.
Bright Blue Comet. The Joker.
He's he started on the Cartier, I think, and now he's on this one. Anyway.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Good guy.
Yeah.
I like the dumpster.
I think it's a good question though. Yeah, because it's kind of getting our opinion. Who would actually buy the Cartier? And then I guess this one.
I gotta tell you,
we know Brian
acquired taste.
I think it's a good looking watch. I think the power reserve kind of ruins the beauty of the dial, but other than that,
there you go. See, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I wouldn't be buying this. It's way too big, but let me know. It's for dumpster diving. 10K. Yeah, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. Grand Seikos, like with these special dials, they're very, very expensive.
Cars and Chrome asked a really good question. He asked, "What number of watches do you consider the cutoff for limited edition?"
Ooh. I think if it's limited edition, right? I think it has to be under 150. I think
depends on the price range.
Like 150, I think that's a limited edition.
And does it also depend on the brand? If the brand only produces 5,000 watches a year versus 500,000, wouldn't that influence the?
Yeah, it would. It made a lot. I'd say 500. It made very few watches, then less than 50.
Yeah, one of 10, 20.
Yeah. Like, didn't Bouvet do about 9 or something, don't they? They do like a real small number, don't they?
Yeah.
For some watches. A real under 10.
Yeah. Teen Tickers, you eating your porridge?
I'm eating something, sorry.
No, you're fine.
We got hungry while fixing the internet, guys. Bright Blue Comet, $2 super chat. Might buy that Cartier for my uncle. I hate him. Oh,
good one.
I hate my nephew too.
Well, that dial's got a lot going on right there. The chronograph. Hey, oh my God, go back.
You know, if you hate, if anyone out there hates me, you're free to buy me a watch. I'll take it. But
people generally don't like brown dials, but Rolex brown dials tend to get a pass. Like on the, I think Yachtmaster has a brown dial. Some of the Day-Dates have brown dials, and those are
they call it chocolate.
Oh, sorry.
You know what?
I think I'm saying OC. I'm saying that's what makes it cool. It's not brown. It's chocolate.
Daytona has a chocolate dial too, but I think that's on gold. Is it on yellow or rose gold? Like where I think it works with like a rose gold and chocolate.
You know, I'll tell you this,
I don't think it works on this watch. I mean, and what was the case on this? It looks like an
44 and a half.
It's almost 45. It's almost.
What 45. Are those lugs? Like, what is this?
Look how thick it is.
What
it looks like an AP concept.
Tim, what's with your internet?
It does.
Tim, what's with your internet? Are you over T and Ticker's house now or something?
Oh my God, it's 4K. It's 4K video. It's 4K video.
Oh, okay. Because it's barely moving for me.
Oh my God, I mean,
I think the case is unique. I think the case is one of the best things about this watch. The angles, the sharp lines.
How about now? Now?
Yeah, it's playing now.
Okay, thank you. I'm also working on upgrading my computer. In 2022, I need to change my main streaming computer, guys. Or you know what? I just need to upgrade the hard drive. The hard drive. I need to switch from. My computer is running on the hard drive. I need to upgrade it to SSD. I think
What, you
that'll
ain't got
help.
an SSD? My God, really?
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Fuck me dead, wrong.
Well,
Okay.
I like how Tin Ticker, whose internet was barely working today.
It wasn't the internet. It wasn't. It was Spit. Which
Well, I'll tell you
bit? It
this.
was my ZV-1 camera. Do you not understand?
Man, throw that. When are you gonna go all gangster on that camera? You know, like in the Office style. You know, Office. You watch
Yeah.
Office when they smash that printer. When you Tin Ticker's breaking his camera.
By the way, your version of The Office is completely shit, mate. The British one is much better.
The Ricky Gervais. I told everyone that
the Ricky Gervais one is
the
much
Ricky,
better.
It's only like 6 episodes. Like it's not a lot of episodes. Over here, they went on for like 9 years, and then they tried to change the actor.
Sorry, it really just wasn't funny.
You know what's cool though is if you watch the first ones of the British and the first ones of the U.S., the first U.S. ones were almost like exactly the same plot, and then it just
really
went off. Oh yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Frame for frame. But I got to tell you, you know what? To expand on the Cars and Chrono question, I think, you know what? Maybe for Holy Trinity kind of watches, under 150 will be limited. And then bigger brands, 500.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think really like 500 has to be like the top limit. I mean, come on. You can't have more than 500 and say it's a limited edition. I think there's too many watches in this world. Okay, guys? Like there's too many.
I think
Lamborghini says it's a limited edition to 9,000 pieces. That's no limited edition. 9,000 pieces. That's no limited.
I think Cars's opinion on that question is just as important, or even more valid than anybody else's, because he has a lot of experience with these brands, small brands, big brands.
Can we go back to redressing my question half an hour ago, please, Tim?
Yeah. Did you finish eating?
I have finished eating. Yes. Hello.
Would you like to go and take a shower in the meantime?
No, I'm fine. I just like you answer me fucking question before the stream then.
Like an hour later, he's going to ask, "Is the 5513 or whatever worth $10,000?"
That's right. And no one answered me. I want to add one thing. First of all, is it worth 10,000 quid just because it's a Rolex? You know, is it only worth as much as a comparable other watch of another brand, which may be $7 or $8 grand?
Yeah.
And it's a Rolex. And also, is this going to go up anymore in 10 years' time? Will this 10 grand watch be more than 10 grand?
Yeah, just be careful. Don't like flick the watch.
No, don't worry. I'm not. I've got hold of it. Don't worry. I'm fine. Thank you for your concern.
I don't want if Spencer
just answer the question.
Heart attack.
No, don't worry. That's fine. Just answer the question. What do you think?
All right. Yeah. So what do you think? You got it there for how long? You
Yeah. I just said to you, is it going to be worth more than 10 grand in a few years?
Yeah. What do you think? Oh,
I don't know. I don't know the market. You know the market. You're the Rolex fanboy.
Yeah, that's going to go up. That watch is going to go up that watch will go up every year.
Right. And the fact is, it's only 10 grand because it's a Rolex. It's only worth the same as another sports 40 mil of another brand, maybe.
There's just a finite number of them, and the more people that get into it, the prices go up. You know, and it looks like it's in great condition. It's not
going to go down in price. It's never going to be cheaper.
No.
Box and papers, you know, T.
Oh yeah, box and papers, mate. I don't. Well, excuse me. Tim said he didn't think it was original box. I don't know it's original box. That green. I mean, is that green box the original box from 1986?
That's too new.
Right. Fair enough.
It's like a cardboard box. I mean, yeah, that's.
It's got a cardboard box as well. It's got.
Not the cardboard. I meant a. Sorry. What I mean, the older boxes don't look like that.
The listing line showed it with the period correct box.
So is that going to? So what did you say? Sorry, the
listing online shows it with the period correct.
Right,
box.
she's just sent me. Right, okay, got you. So
I don't. He didn't trust you with the box. But
Well, he's trusting with the he's trusting with the papers.
I think the
generic
box might impact the value by what, a couple of $100.
Yeah,
Right. Say.
Yeah.
But it has the box. He just didn't ship it.
Right. Yeah.
I'd say
Okay,
in 5 years or 10 years, the watch will be worth more in 5 years or 10 years than it would be worth today.
But then again, inflation, it's gonna,
Right.
Everything's costing more right at this minute, isn't it? Jesus, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, it's got, it's nice. It's nice.
Nice, right?
It's I mean, it's nice because you lot have got me on all the hype of it. Because it's got Rolex written on it. It's not special.
Yeah.
It's got Rolex on it, which you've got in your head. It's a Rolex,
It's a Rolex.
It's got another mate.
Rolex.
A woman in there, I showed her tonight on a stream and just said, "Oh, look at it." She goes, "Oh, it's a Rolex." She knows nothing about watches whatsoever, but you can read on the dial. It's got Rolex written on it. So
that says something, though. That tells you why it's special, right?
Because I must admit,
anybody, anywhere, in any country of the world, they always say if you're in a bad situation in a country and you need to get out of it, and you have no money, no cash, but you have a Rolex, that watch. They may not know the value of that piece, but you can give that watch and get out of trouble because it's Rolex.
It's Rolex.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tim, pull up that link in the private chat.
And if it were a Vacheron, and I'm not saying anything disparage, I'm not trying to disparage Vacheron. Most folks, 95%. Won't be able to pronounce Vacheron, but I love Vacheron. I'm just saying and you can name any other brand. Rolex is just the kind of global brand.
Right, got you.
Average market price on that is $15,610. Scroll down and look at the chart. 10 grand's a good price.
And it's a sturdy built diver. It's an incredible watch.
Yeah.
The question T is that because it's 1980.
Six.
What'd you say? 6?
1986, yeah.
How would you feel about wearing it though on a daily basis, given the the age of the piece?
It wouldn't bother me. The age wouldn't bother me at all. No, seriously, it really wouldn't. No, I'd be more concerned with the fact that I'm wearing a Rolex on every day in case it's worth 10 grand.
As long as there's no corrosion in the case and it's been serviced and has a good seal, I'd wear that like I'd wear a new Submariner.
Yeah,
right. You wouldn't baby it or whatnot.
Not that age. It was a 5512 from 1967, maybe. Timmy, hover on that last red dot there down. How much did the red dot sold for? Up. Okay, what's that one? 13. That's a confirmed sale. What's the one above it? You may have these are unsold.
Very interesting. These are confirmed sales.
Right.
1967, 15300 sold for. It's a pretty interesting website. Watch chart.
Oh, you've never used it?
Never used it.
Oh, there you go.
It's pretty
good
cool.
For something.
Yeah, as you can see, from April 2021, January 2021, the prices have really gone up. Look, there's some for this is just heads only, sold for 9,000. There's one for 8,000, 9,000.
And that chart right there is a good example of when I was saying it's going to go up, and someone said in 5 or 10 years, it's going to slowly go. So I think it's going to stay on that trajectory. It's nothing crazy like a Panda Daytona, but like say 2 years from now, it's going to be worth $800, $1,000 more. 5 years, it's going to be worth $2,500 more. Sooner or later, it'll plateau around 20 grand. I bet you.
The fact that this one's not got a loom pip, that's going to seriously hammer it, innit? It's not got a loom pip.
Well, yeah. It's very common that these loom pips get lost, but obviously you don't want to, if it lost the loom pip, you don't want to replace the loom pip.
Or don't put in a fake one. Yeah. Or if you can get a new bezel and put that bezel away in the box and just beat the new bezel. As long as that would be something to do. Say you lost the bezel, Rolex sells you a new bezel for $250.
You can instantly tell if it's got a new loom, even if you've got a period loom pip. You still be able to kind of tell.
Yeah, because everything will age at the same. So you see here,
Patina,
this one was sold for 13. This got, and then you can see the whole dial aged together. The hands, everything is
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
color. If you were to replace hands, it would kind of look awkward because you have white hands and yellow dial.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Yeah,
so-
yeah, and white loom pip or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Tim
Right.
says he's been wearing 16750 from the early 80s almost daily. Wow. I mean, like
That's how you're
you
supposed to
hold
do
that
it, man.
watch, that you know, and it's really solid, even at that age. You know, that old Rolex, and it does everything feels solid. You know, doesn't it, Tin Tickers?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I can just absolutely.
You
It
can
does.
feel the quality. Even the
Yeah.
bracelet, you can still feel the quality of it. And then like imagine you got that watch back in the 80s. You could still wear it for 40 years and today and it would still be
Yeah, that's right.
solid
You'd
watch.
still
That's the beauty of Rolex. And a lot of the watches, they got flimsiness in some parts of the watch. Hello, Mr. GMT.
What's happening, boys? How's things?
Hey, well, we have complete technical difficulties. Today is the day of the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, my bloody camera again. Second time that he's done this. I'm pissed off. First time was on a pull
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, Tin Tickers. But when I
Yes.
say this, please don't take this the wrong way. I'm not surprised. That's all I have to say.
You're not surprised? And your basis for that, please, Mr. GMT?
I don't know. It just looks like you'll be a person that completely fuck everything up.
I work in IT for 20 bleeding years, you stupid bastard.
But that's the thing. My son does the same. He's an IT technician too, and he completely fucks things up.
Right. But I'm not as if I'm using a 20 quid fucking supermarket webcam.
It's your
That
internet,
is
brother.
500
I'm just shit stirring you. It's your internet.
That is
That's
500
all it is.
quid's worth.
It's not. Hey, a good operator never blames his tools. All right.
Well, I can't. Well, last time what I did, I said I reset the thing completely back to factory standard last time, and it fixed it. But I think it might be overheating. I think I might have left it on today. So that's the problem. So I'm gonna see what it's like tomorrow.
Excuses.
I gotta tell you, Mr. GMT, I've been doing this for 300 episodes, and sometimes I turn it on and I
301 or
playing,
2.
so-
It's the 302 episodes now, right?
302.
BQ watches, guys. BQ watches. Come and get your watches from BQ watches.
I know.
I came to say hello to my good friend, the captain. How is the captain going?
Hey, where have you been, GMT?
I've been watching your sexy ass.
Where have you? You're leaving me stranded.
God.
I'm here for you, brother. I'm here. I'm right here for you.
Yeah.
This masked killer with the shaved head next to me.
It looks like a bloody criminal.
300.
It looks like a psychopath. Look at that, Tim. You look like a bouncer at a club.
I'm gonna bounce people.
I loved you in American History X.
Yeah,
great movie.
that was your best role ever.
Yeah.
It's another character that I played there.
I came on to wish Tim, well on his 300th episode, but then I realized we're on 302, so I fucked that up.
302.
And that doesn't surprise me either with you either.
Came late to the party there, Captain. You came late to the party.
Better late than never.
Wow, you are taking advantage of Cars and Chrono's gift there. I see. Didn't you pop that last night?
Drown your sorrows, man.
I had a lot of reasons to drink.
What a dent.
That's not a bad dent.
Yeah. I try not to, but man, it's been hard. Mr. GMT, this YouTube thing is not easy, guys. Cheers, Cars and Chrono. The drink helped me out.
Smash it, man. Smash it. You need it.
It's really good drop. Really good drop, guys. Highly recommended. If you like spicy side of whiskey, this is good introduction to a little bit more flavor.
I just got a dead arm. My wife just punched me in the arm.
What happened?
She's just playing with me. Jesus.
Hey, gotta be
Poor,
careful.
that poor
Cheers,
lady.
cars and chrono. Man, gotta tell you guys, Dr. Pavel, don't drive in the morning, Tim. I don't have a car, so that's the
That's so wild to me.
Problem
yeah.
solved.
Who needs? Yeah, exactly. I take Uber everywhere. I live in New York.
Yeah, of
We
course.
have really good trains. They're dangerous, but I it's if you don't drink, then you're pretty good. And Uber is very affordable here in New York as well. So
And
I
if you
never
catch
have
a
to
train
go.
and you don't get mugged, you're pretty lucky.
Well, you know what? It's been very safe in the past couple of years. Actually,
You
the
know why? Because
crime in New
everyone's
York has
inside
really
because
calmed
of
down.
COVID. They don't want to travel.
Yeah, the crime actually really calmed down in New York. I remember I told the story where my about like 15 years ago, my train card was getting mugged. Everyone was getting robbed in a train card, and I was gonna be next. But then, kind of, the train entered the station, and everyone kind of ran away. So
Wait, Tim.
I was like,
They would have grabbed
So
that red camera
do
bag.
you clear the whole station now?
Wait, actually, hold on. OC knows this. Was it last year or 2 years ago? They was throwing cinder blocks through Rolex windows and running out with all the stock. I mean, New York City has become like worse over the last few years.
really?
Northern Cal's even worse. Northern Cal's off the chain, San Francisco, but you
I think
expected
so.
it.
I'll tell you this: I live in Brooklyn, right? And the Brooklyn really got a lot better.
Brooklyn got, yeah. Well, a lot
Yeah,
of folks moved to Brooklyn. It's been gentrified.
yeah.
Tim, do you know how you would have been the first one on that train they would have hit up if you had your bright red camera bag?
And
Ah,
your Rolex and your pink shorts.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah,
You bought
they
that
might
you
stuck
bought the
they might
bag,
stuck
didn't
the
you?
hand down the front
I
of your
did.
shorts
Yeah, I
just trying
did.
to take the rest the rock off your wrist.
Let me check. Let me check where the bag is. Amazon. Cheers, guys. Cheers to Cousin Chrono. It says, Tim, cheer up. Life got its ups, downs, all good. Power through it. Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. I've been I've been on a roller coaster here. It's we
Smash
got
it, man. Don't just smell it. Smash it.
yeah. Yeah, remember, I'm not fucking going. Oh, just real quick, check it out. It's arriving tomorrow by 10 p.m.
On a Sunday? Oh, Amazon, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So that's pretty cool. That is freaking awesome. That's coming in. Cheers. I'm
Cheers,
not
man.
quitting. I'm not a quitter. Right? I'll That's the thing that people don't understand me. I am no and pillows, by the way, pillows, Haruka, they still haven't shipped them. I mean, for Christ's sake, my neck is killing me. And they have not
It
even
must be a
shipped my pillows
punishment
to me.
from God.
Yeah.
He's
Show us
making
the
you
bag
suffer
again.
with no
Show us
pillows.
show us the bag again. Can you? Can you show us the bag again,
Yeah.
Tim? Sorry, I didn't see
It's
that.
it's UK. It's made in UK.
We'll have to have a video of you packing it out and showing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do an unboxing. I'll do an unboxing for it.
Oh,
It's I
and then
decided to go
fill it
with the
up.
small one.
There's
Ooh.
big decisions to be made there. Where which pocket do you use for
Are you
this?
telling me you can't handle the big one?
Yeah, it's too heavy. It's gonna be too heavy, and when I carry
That's what she
everything,
said.
I don't use half the stuff. So you know what? I figured, fuck it. I'll just if I go, I better do one thing and not over complicate my
Compensate.
yeah,
Overcompensate.
yeah.
Are
Just
you still going to be carrying? Are you still going to be carrying your backpack when you carry this?
no. So I'm either gonna go.
Okay.
So this is what I figured out. If I carry my backpack, I'll just carry everything because I can carry my laptop, my camera, everything, the drone, the whole thing. So if I go to like Atlanta, right, then I'll bring my backpack, and then in the hotel room I'll just leave like laptop. I'm not gonna carry with me when I go out, right?
Right.
But with this thing, when I'm in New York, I can just grab my drone and the gimbal and just go and film. Or I'll just bring the camera and leave the drone at home. I'm not gonna carry. If I have to bring everything, I'll just bring everything. If I don't bring everything, I don't want to bring like half the thing. So I figured I'll go with this and just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Mm. Mm. and the classes start in 2 days. So I need it. I'm glad actually they said it was gonna arrive on the 11th, but it was really like expedited. Sometimes things come faster than I thought. So I'll have it. If I'll have it tomorrow, I'm gonna be ready for the classes. Boom. Got the drone, got the gimbal, got the camera. Boom. I don't need anything else. I'm gonna save all the rest of the money for travel.
This is a
Yeah.
very sad panel today. Look at these guys. Look like he's
Yeah.
going to a
The
funeral or
internet,
something. What the
man.
fuck's going on, man?
The internet. It's the internet, Mr. GMT.
I feel like crying just looking at you guys. Seriously.
Why?
Because look how miserable I look. I look like they're going to a friggin' funeral.
Turn on your camera.
Yeah.
You don't
We
need to
see
turn my
if we
camera
if
on.
we see
I'm naked, man. You don't need to see a naked
Come on,
person
you
on camera. You want to
come
get
on, you
demonetized or what?
Come on, you smiley fucker. Come on.
if we see you, we'll feel better about ourselves and we'll start
Yeah, come on.
smiling.
I'm a
No, you
miserable.
don't. You don't want to trust me right now. You do not want to see me.
No,
Believe
show,
me,
show up,
because
Mike.
I don't want Tim to get demonetized. He'll get demonetized. I promise you.
Tim, what time? Tim,
shut
what
up.
time's your class? What time's your class, Tim? You doing?
Oh,
Is it?
I
And
think it doesn't matter when it's like
right.
it turns on and it's whole day and you have to do like assignments. Well, I'll take you guys with me.
What I'm saying is, will you be able to still stream at the same time, or will he be in class?
Well, you know what? Starting the 10th, I'm not going to sleep at 4 anymore. Fuck that. Mickey knows, man. It's not it's unsustainable.
4:30
right?
last night. He kept
Right?
talking till 4:30. We were up till.
All right.
So 4:30, I was trying to fix it. Going forward, I'll be like, you know what happens. I just, you know what?
Yeah, but that was a pretty good session.
Oh yeah.
Tim, I like Uncle Jonga's comment.
Uncle Jonga. They're just finished the coaching course by Anthony Ferris. That's what they look depressed.
And broke.
And Brocus Pocus, guys. Brocus.
I think he did a live chat thing today. Do you see that link I sent you earlier? Way earlier today. He was live and taking questions and interacting with people.
Oh.
So
I want to burn my eyelids out if I see that.
I know, but I wonder how the comments are going in those live feeds, because there's a lot of people that wear him out.
It's nothing. What he gets is nothing. What he cops is nothing.
Yeah. Well, you know, these live streams, they really wear you out. What I've learned, right? It's not easy. It's not easy to do the live streams.
He also posted a video, although I didn't watch it because I would rather poke my eyes out. But he posted a video of his day in the life and he was talking with his coaching clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely live today. I just pulled it up. It's a recording of the live, but there's comments scrolling by. So that's his new format. I knew when he said he had a new format, he must have been paying attention to you guys and Archie and everybody else.
Oh, he said he's going to be doing more live streams like this?
Yeah, every day at 5 o'clock, I thought he said. I don't know what time it was on today. That sounds about right.
So
I might email him and ask him if he want. I've email him asking me what's me on his stream. That'd be quite funny.
There you go, guys. We got more competition now. So he's not going to be doing daily day in the life.
I think he's doing that too. He hired another video person or something, he said, and now he's got another guy doing his clips.
Wow.
So,
Speaking of clips,
oh shit! Let me drop the link to my clips channel.
Clips.
how many subscribers you got so far?
it's the hottest trending empty channel on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
True.
He's just building. He's building the suspense.
Oh, 32.
It's the hottest timwrite clips channel on the net.
That's right. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my clips channel, actually, the guy is gonna start dropping clips on Monday. So there you go. There you go. That's what's gonna happen. The videos for the timwrite clips channel coming Monday. So yeah, it's a bit.
Make sure the poor Pluto one's on there, right? Sorry, the Paul Thorpe one's on there.
Paul
One
Thorpe.
with
I
Paul Thorpe
said,
and OC.
yeah. Currently clips. By the way, making clips and everything, it's hard work.
It's hard to get 3 or 4 quality minutes out of 2 hours of this kind of live stream.
Yeah. Man, it's
That's
a low quality. It's a low quality live stream. So if you get 4 minutes of quality out of it,
You're lucky.
So
then you're
I
lucky.
see how were you today? Have you insulted anyone today? How'd you go?
I don't think I have yet.
That's
yet,
what's
but-
boring.
Yeah,
You haven't
Jay's not
insulted
com-
anyone.
Your day's not complete that yet, though,
You
is
got
it,
10
Jose?
minutes. You got 10
No.
minutes to do it.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
So let me ask a question. So that 551,
Oh, shit.
whatever it is, the vintage
5513.
5513.
So when I think of vintage, I think of like stuff from the 60s and 70s, but I had no idea that the 4-digit sports models were made in the 80s.
86.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
the 5513 was made from 1962 and discontinued in 1989.
Wow.
The 5512 was made at the same time, but that was a chronograph certified movement. That means it had a 4-line dial.
Are there other 4-digit references that were made all the way through the 80s too?
Not sure without checking, but I know the 5512 and 5513 were. Also, of course, the Mill Sub 5517. That was 70s, 60s, and 70s.
I know we've
How did
talked
your
about it
camera
before
get
about
worse, Ian Tickers?
Sorry?
How did your camera get worse just now?
It's because it's 10 tickets, man. What do you expect? Don't expect anything
Man.
less. Okay?
How
That's how it should be.
Worse. What's up with it? What's up?
how did it get so bad?
there's some kind of
bad.
bright light,
Tickers.
super bright light coming on. Yeah,
I think you need to go, T and Tickers. I think you need to go on the roof and adjust the antenna.
Yeah.
The windmill.
I love you, 10 tickets, man. You can take it. You can take it. You're awesome.
No, you mentioned that sub was from 1986. I'm wearing a watch from 1987.
Oh,
This is the
that's a date.
Oyster
Full
Quartz.
gold date just Oyster Quartz.
yep.
Is that the Oyster Quartz? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can tell by the lights.
President's Grades. And something like this, which is full precious metal, is not that much more expensive than the stainless steel sub that you were just looking at. I mean, you could probably go on Chrono, go on BQ watches and some of the others and find really good condition. Not just Oyster Quartz date justs are extremely affordable.
So that's 36 millimeter.
36 millimeter full precious metal dates for probably under 15,000, between 13 and 15,000 US for really good condition ones. This one's 87 quartz. It's, you pick it up 2 weeks later, it's still got the right time.
Wait, they made a date. They made a quartz date. I always thought there was only just a date just.
Correct.
Wow.
Look at the history of the Oyster Quartz. They made tons of models.
I thought it was only the date just. What model number is that?
19018.
What model was that?
19018.
Listen, I mean,
Yeah.
OC was accused of being not true enthusiast, but he's got some like super unique stuff.
If you try to buy this bracelet,
Yeah.
a replacement bracelet, it's $14,000 from Rolex.
Wow.
Just the bracelet alone.
The watch is 15 right
Can
now.
I ask you a question? I see. How long have you had that watch for?
Maybe 5 months, 5 or 6 months.
Are you enjoying it?
Love it. Love it. It is a beautiful watch, and it looks completely modern, like a modern integrated
Hang on.
sports watch.
You're holding
What
the
size
back of it. Have you haven't got it done to your wrist yet, have you?
I wear it a little bit loose, so.
Oh, okay. All right.
Great
So it's just the way you're holding it. I thought it wasn't sized.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
What
You know
size
what that
wrist is
is?
yours?
That is
7 1/4.
the overseas
Oh, well, that's what I am.
of Rolex.
Yeah,
Because
you can
the
see it
overseas
doesn't
Rolex
look
Magenta-
small.
It does not. I mean, for that gold. It's got presence.
See, yeah, and my philosophy is like this, along with like in the Cartiers and some of the other watches, the bracelet is integral to the kind of the style of the watch. You want a lot of some bracelet showing, especially a presidential bracelet. You want to show it off. Cool. So did you look at it on Chrono or on a secondary site? That particular model?
Yeah. Oh, I'm on Chrono. I see one for 15, one for 16, one for 13.
And Chrono people tend to list, it's like overprice them on Chrono.
Yeah.
So
there's a wood dial one. Is that a real wood dial?
Yeah, look, this is like a bargain.
It's a real wood dial. There's one available. I won't name the name of the place, but yeah,
it'll be worse if you got water in this one because the dial will go to shit.
They've got gem set bezels, gem set versions.
Yeah, like one of these is a crazy bargain. 15,000 for full gold, 36 mil Rolex. That's kind of insane.
That's unreal. That is unreal.
Right? Date. The always the problem would be like, oh, what happens when the quartz give out, right?
This is so I'll tell you, this was fully serviced at Rolex in New York, and the service was $1,000, but it's in completely mint condition now.
Well,
no,
what did they do?
Yeah,
they did more than the battery.
I don't know.
Well,
it's $1,000 for the service, no matter what. So it's like you take your car to the dealer to get your 1B service or whatever it is, and you don't know what they do, but
so
they probably changed the battery.
Even though it's quartz, are there more movement? Are there more parts in there than we are used to for a quartz watch, or is it truly just like a quartz movement? Are there wheels and gears? Is it like a hybrid, or is it just true quartz? I wonder what the movement looks like.
Maybe we should do a whole episode on it if there's really a desire to learn more, but I actually don't know that much about the movement, but I do know that it's it's a Rolex designed.
I'm pretty sure if Jonathan was here, he'd be able to tell us.
So Google Smart, the Rolex Quartz Oyster movement includes 11 joules and a 32 kilohertz oscillator. So it has joules. So it's not just like one of those little white plastic Seiko things. It's got joules in it. High frequency oscillator.
It's a proper quartz movement. It's not like some bullshit
battery. Right.
Yeah. No. It's a Rolex quartz. When Rolex, this is their in-house quartz movement. It's a real freaking thing. I mean, but then again, what? Then the problem is, Rolex stopped making quartz movements, right? So if it breaks, it's not like fixing a couple of gears, because it's got like a motherboard, like a kind of
a motherboard, like some vacuum tubes. Who knows what else is in there?
Yeah. When that fails, it's not like Rolex making these quartz movements. What the hell are you gonna do? Because automatic movement, you can make parts.
Yeah, I would assume they would just replace the whole movement in that case. So
yeah, but how many of those do they have laying around? I'm sure they have quite a few.
I'm sure they have tens of thousands. I'm sure.
Who knows?
No.
Sure.
Who knows? Tim Remington, Rolex quartz movements are interesting. They aren't the typical most cost-effective approach other manufacturers of the time took. In true Rolex fashion, they tried to make it their own. Russell, £4, 49 cents. Tim, just a ride. I'm reading you gave Bear back his wrench and threw Jonathan to the wolves. Look, it's not exactly.
I think it's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute Tickers there for a second. Let's just calm down. I'm not. Hold on, everybody. Just calm down. Listen, there was some issues there that I had to. Nobody was thrown to the wolves. The bear's not even here. He's not even saying anything. That's how Jonathan chooses to interpret it. It's fine. but there's no
I
reason
think that's
to
most people.
freak out. There's no reason to freak out. Like, just, everybody needs to
We're not, I'm not freaking out. I'm just telling
well,
the,
but
just
you
telling
just
the
started
truth.
yelling. This is what you did. This is what you did.
No, I really
Not
wasn't
what I
yelling.
did.
You know, we yelled. I wasn't yelling. I was just saying that.
Well, you.
I know
you
what
just
you
now,
promised
I mean,
him.
I can rewind
I know what you
it.
promised him, and I know what happened. You promised
But
him.
here's the thing, like, I don't remember what I promised him. Okay.
Really?
So
Convenient.
when people freak out what I did, what I didn't do, why not just go back to me and say, hey, he told me, like, oh, you remember I promised him. And I told him, like, you know what? I forgot. I don't remember what I promised him. And what I said is, before anyone makes assumptions, come to me and I'll tell you what's going on. Okay. There's
You
no
can't
reason.
remember, but you said you can't remember what's going on. How are you going to tell him?
I said I can't remember.
You can't tell him then.
Exactly. But he didn't come back to me and said, hey, did you remember you said this thing? I would have said, oh, that's right. But I don't remember. I do 16-hour shows every day. I can't remember everything I did. People got to give me a break. Okay. Everybody needs to, like, slow down. Okay.
Has Jonathan not said anything to you regarding not being on tonight?
I apologize.
Oh, he's messaged him. He's messaged.
Did I take the wrench back?
All right,
Did
so
not
he's
take the
messaged
wrench
you.
back.
The thing is, Tim does not like conflict. Okay, he's a conflict. He's a conflict averse personality.
There is somebody who comes in the chat who conflicts with Jonathan, and Jonathan should be worth more because he's one of Tim's friends and on the panel. So the person who's conflicting with Jonathan should be
this time,
removed.
Jonathan started the conflict for no reason.
He really didn't. No, he didn't. He really didn't.
Instead of coming, yes, he did. Yes, he did, because I told
Oh, you remember?
him, like, stop. Everyone needs to stop freaking out. Okay, if I made a mistake, if I promised Jonathan not to give wrench back and I forgot about it, I took the wrench back, didn't I? So what's all the yelling? Just chill. Everyone needs to chill. Okay. Like, I'm trying my best. I freaking work.
I don't think it was a case of giving somebody a wrench. I think it was a case of letting the person on the stream.
And I took it back, didn't I?
No, it wasn't that. I think it was a case of letting the person on the stream, not giving him a wrench. I don't think the wrench was the problem.
This is the thing.
He came on last night. He was in last night.
Where was he?
He was in the chat, from what I've heard last night.
So people cannot be in the chat?
Not when they're slacking off Jonathan. Not when they're slacking him off.
He just said hello. He just said
not
hello.
when they're slacking Jonathan off. When they're slacking Jonathan off, then they shouldn't be allowed.
He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything yesterday.
Well, I've heard different.
Can I give you my analysis of the situation?
You heard different.
Go on, FD.
All right, let's see the insult. Let's go.
Freaking out at me, and I'm telling people to just calm down. You got a problem,
Let's see, he wants to insult somebody. Let's go.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to.
Freaking out.
I don't want to insult anybody. I just want to, here's my analysis of the situation. Like, Tim is a very conflict averse person. He's been getting along really well with Archie lately. Archie and Tim on Archie streams have been very, very good. And Archie has been very complimentary of Tim, and they've been getting along very well. And Bear's about to come back. Bear was on the stream a couple of days ago. Bear was actually very friendly and complimentary. And Bear's coming back to Archie's stream. I think Tim sees an opportunity to continue the very cordial relationship between this show, Archie's show. He doesn't want to be like at Bear's throat, when Bear comes back, if he's on Archie's stream, and having it be like this tug and pull. He just wants it to be like he's on Archie's stream. It goes really well.
I just tried to give a guy olive branch and start from the beginning and see where it will go. But people are trying to freak out and start shit up.
I don't think it was any disrespect to Jonathan or anybody. I think he's just trying to build a bridge, like an olive branch to Bear, to say, like, hey, when you come back, like, I want Archie's show to be really successful. I want to be able to go on and not be like piled on all the time.
Yeah.
And I think
I don't want these two guys fighting all the time. I consider both of them my friends, and I want them to just calm down, just chill, okay? And people are just freaking out for no reason. Just come on, guys. Just everyone be cool.
Well, and then the only thing I'll say, the good thing about me is I had to find out today who even Bear was. So I am so out of the loop, and I went and saw a couple videos. Like, it looks like Rodney Dangerfield. Now I know who Bear is.
Yeah.
And that, it is what it is. but he seemed like a great guy watching his videos. But here's what I'm going to say about any of it. What if it was your streaming thing and this was your job and keeping Bear around was going to mean it was better for you? I think it's selfish of us, and I'm sorry, T and Tickers, but like if you have a very strong opinion on it, but it's just if Tim can't cut off his nose despite his face just to please a couple members. He's got to do what's good for the brand, right?
Okay. So let me come back to you, Mickey. The brand, Jonathan, is a very, very strong person of the brand. He's not. His knowledge. You see, you haven't been in long enough without being truthful. JHQ, Jonathan Quayle Higgins, is very, very,
as much
very,
as I've seen him,
very,
he's the best. Yep.
Very not right. So a certain person, I think it was Bear, but I don't know. He's actually calling him, insulting his race and everything in the thing, and he shouldn't accept it. Why should Jonathan accept it?
And I said, and I'm trying, and not like, but the thing is, I'm trying to work it out and tell Bear like, hey, this is not okay. All right.
Well, as long as,
But like, Bear is not going anywhere. The fact is, Bear is not going away. If anything, he's coming back from vacation. He's gonna be around more than ever before. So, listen, it's like we have to, we can mute him here, but we can't mute him everywhere. He's on YouTube. So there you go.
Russell's just unsubscribed from your channel.
All right. Well, I mean, what can I do? What can I do? I can't please everyone, right?
No. You got to work out work out which one of the two is worth better to your channel. Which one of the two is better for your channel ultimately? That's what you got to work out.
Well, there's not which one. I like both. I like both. Okay.
Yeah, because you can't have both because JHQ will not be here anymore.
So T, Tim isn't like the strong loyalty guy where he's gonna defend someone to the hilt. Like you saw how quickly he threw me under the bus to Paul Thorpe, right? He's like, like that's like Tim isn't this, doesn't have this sense of like huge loyalty to like this guy. Like I'm gonna fight for Jonathan to the end. So
I presume it's Bear. I've not heard the words, him or not, but I just heard somebody's upset.
He's not coming onto the stream to talk watches with us. He's not he's not on the panel, right?
No.
He's not interested in that. I'm not interested in having Bear on the panel, right? But Bear exists. He's on Archie's stream. He's in this multiverse, in this streaming multiverse. He exists. Okay, we could. Now the problem, everyone says, oh, you just block him, right? But we can block him here. That does not fix the problem. That just moves the problem that these two guys got between each other. Okay, it just ignores the problem. Okay, it moves it to other streams or whatever, right?
So one final
the problem. I'm trying to fix the problem. That's why I give a little bit of olive branch. Coming back, be cool. But there's no reason to go behind my back and freak out.
I didn't go behind your back. I didn't do it. I did it to your face. I didn't freak out. I didn't speak to anybody. I didn't behind your back at all. Not to anybody about it.
Freaking out. People go behind my back and they're freaking out. Tim, get the wrench. He's
not
here's a good post by Marco Yolo. And this is a pretty good recap, I think. Jonathan is a good co-host, no question. Like he's that background voice.
I love Jonathan.
Listen, hang on. Jonathan is a good co-host. Bear is a good bridge for Tim to Archie. There's nothing wrong with that. And Tim is back on Archie, which is good for your brand because of Bear. And then he says, "Don't forget that." So it's these pieces that got to get together. And if people just can't live with it, then I guess they got to. I don't know.
And one final comment for me, this whole idea of like so much time is spent on who has wrenches and who doesn't have wrenches. Like I have no idea what the wrench even does, what power you yield with it. I mean, to me, that's like baby stuff. Like who worries about, unless someone's doing something wrong with, the moderator, setting or whatever, whatever the power the wrench gives them, then that's an issue. But just like giving someone a wrench is like, what do you do?
Well, if somebody has a wrench, which is like a mod, admin type duties.
Oh yeah, you know what? Mickey, make a comment. Let me give you a wrench so that you know what it's all about.
All right.
But if you misuse it, that's one thing. But if you just have it, what's the big
Right.
deal?
So what I was going to say was, here's how you know the wrench is being used correctly. No one knows you have the wrench, and so it sounds like maybe people that have had the wrench that misused it, that's when it's a problem, right? And
Well,
you've
the thing
used the
is,
power.
when someone has a wrench, right? The thing is, in my opinion, when someone has a wrench, they have a little bit more responsibility because it gives them certain power. Like they cannot be basically if you type something up in the chat, right? Now, YouTube will block you if you say certain things, right? But if you have a wrench, you cannot be blocked. So whatever you say goes through. Like you can post links in the chat. You can actually delete what other people say. Like it gives you power. It makes your, it's a bit of a power trip.
But you shouldn't be deleting someone's comments unless they're personally attacking someone.
Cars and Chrono have another Aban on me. Thank God. Okay, let me get a drink. It's a bit of
I must have to reboot or log out and log back in, Timmy.
In YouTube, can you make a comment in YouTube?
Oh, in regular YouTube or in this?
Not in the thing. Diego, last time I checked, this is the Tim Wright show. I don't see Tim as a person who loves conflict, but someone who can get along with everyone, with anyone. Chill, teen tickers. Guys, come on, yeah. Just come on, everybody.
He definitely does not like beefs. Tim is not a beef person. But I will say that Jonathan and Teen Tickers are excellent, panelists. And I would happily go away and just sit in the audience and watch this panel plus Jonathan every night going forward, because that's the cool dynamic. A lot of great knowledge, good camaraderie.
And in honor of tea and tickers, I've been drinking tea this whole time.
Thank you.
Although it's mint tea, so that's kind of like wearing an Invicta, but
Brian, you're new to all this. Give me your perspective on this whole situation.
Well, the show shouldn't be about the show. The show should be about watches.
We're going meta, right? We're going super meta right now.
Yeah. And,
Russell, £4.49. Tim, have you read Bear comments? I did. He's a fucked up guy. He's a fucked up guy. If not, I suggest you do. I can't follow I can't follow how you can support Bear after what he written multiple times. Here's the thing. I'm trying to what's it say? Reform the guy, right? Like I don't think like we can block him here. But what is that solve the problem? He'll be saying same things.
Yeah, but Jonathan won't say it because Jonathan doesn't go on any other streams. Jonathan comes on this one.
Jonathan listens to all of their streams. Come on, man. Everyone watches all these streams. Come on, Teen Tickers. Everyone watches every single stream. He goes everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. He watches Archie streams. He watches other streams. Everyone does. Everyone does everywhere. And the thing is, if we ignore this is where I can fix the problem. Okay. If I go to other, I have no power. I have no power. I only have power here because this is my place, and I can dictate. I can move pieces. I can punt. I can take things away. I can give things. All right. Giving the wrench is a way of giving someone responsibility. And I can pull the wrench back, and that doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good losing the wrench. How did you feel, Tickers? Tell me. When I took your wrench, when I took it away, did that feel? You had a wrench for a short time. You blocked 100 people. And what happened? Tell me about your experience having a wrench and then losing the wrench. Maldives, £9. Tim's a survivor. Thank you.
You did what you did, but I didn't block 100 people. It was complete bullshit. You got emails telling that it was. No, I really didn't. I didn't want.
Tell me about the feeling, how you felt having the wrench, and how you felt being able to block people and.
Yeah, blocking people who started insulting me gave me a fucking hard on. Yes. It does. No one has the right to insult any fucker on the internet or not. Full stop. I said anyone wants to insult me, at least man up. Go join the panel here and at least come and insult me. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Or come on Facebook, London Watch Show. I'll knock you into fucking next week. One or the other. Which one?
Yeah. But here's the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Here's the thing. Like David A says, racism is not all that should be moderated. Cause homophobia, sexism. Luckily, I don't see those. Nation can have my wrench if he wants. Here's the thing. There's one thing. Obviously, I don't like that stuff is not tolerated.
This stream is
racism.
a very mild stream. This isn't like Archie's audience. All the comments are very tame here.
Now, here's the thing. There's one thing we can block, like no name someone, right? Like some guy comes in, says something messed up, we can just block him. Someone says something racist, we can block some no name guy, right? That's one thing. But it's different thing if someone is like a YouTuber, right? And they're in the multiverse. Because then there's one thing, I can block them on the channel, but they're on the other channel, right? So then it becomes a completely different situation. We're not dealing with just a troll. We're dealing with someone on the other streams, right? That's a completely different ball game. Hey Mickey, welcome back. Like when Bear is xenophobic, right? Well, we can block him, yeah, but it's not like he's gonna be xenophobic on Archie stream or he's gonna be xenophobic in other streams. So we're not really. It's not the same. It's not the same situation. You guys understand? Teen Tickers, does it make sense?
It totally does in a way, yeah.
I don't tolerate racism.
I know that, but okay, let me just come back to you on that. But what he does in other streams shouldn't be any of your business. It's like JHQ. JHQ is not happy with what he does in your stream that you're head of. Forget other streams.
Don't you see the difference?
That's throwing it away. That's throwing it away. That's throwing it away.
Is that I'm trying to fix it?
Well, you just need to fix another person who's unsubscribing as well. Renee's unsubscribing because he's not happy with the situation. That's one panel member, and two unsubscribed so far in the last half an hour.
What am I gonna do?
But you know what to do.
I can't please everyone. I can't please everyone.
Well, you can please JHQ, whatever, but don't worry. It's your, as you said, everyone said, "I'll shut up now because it's your show." But I'm just sticking up for somebody. That's all.
All right.
And I know what you're planning. I know what you promised him to do. But I said it's your show.
You guys are telling me, "Oh, throw one guy under the bus to save the other guy." I'm saying, like, why do we have to throw people under the bus?
Throwing him in the bus, it's stopping somebody insulting blatantly, being
all right
racist to him.
And I said I'm trying to fix it. I don't want that guy. Like the guy doesn't have to insult people, right? Does Bear have to insult people?
No, but he does, and you can't stop him. We've told him.
But I'm trying to
write him a little letter, please do. Will you stop insulting him? He won't listen to you.
Well,
write him a letter.
If you understand, like if he doesn't have to insult, then obviously we can.
But he does. Right? He won't stop. He will not stop. You can ask him. You can write him a little letter. He won't stop.
Why?
When did this original incident happen? This last.
He's been doing it for right. So Jonathan's German, and the other person is.
Yeah, I know all that. When did it happen? A month ago.
It's been happening all the time. Every time he comes, he's been off for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So he came back in last night. As soon as he came in, he was shouting insults inside the chat at Jonathan. He did it
yesterday. Yesterday.
Well, I've heard he's back doing it.
Well, he's back, but he didn't do it. He didn't shout anything.
Yeah,
so you're already making assumptions. Come on, guys.
No, I've been told that. I've been told that.
Well, no, he wasn't. He didn't say anything. That's a. See, you guys are making stuff up.
Well,
yes, he was.
The
back,
reason
Jonathan's shouting insults.
Right. Well, the reason Jonathan's not back is because of him. So he was done something.
Like, okay, but that's the thing. People are freaking out, and Bear is not even here. He's not even saying anything. Did Bear say anything insulting today? Yeah, no, he didn't. So, just like people, come on. I'm trying to work it out between these two guys, and the thing is, though,
but
Bear,
you don't even
at least he is willing to work it out. But Jonathan's like, oh, I don't want to work at this. So, like, come on, work with me. Pendulum. Tim, recognize an issue and give him opportunity to correct it. Wrench is not exactly.
Yeah, but if Bear starts asking,
if one guy doesn't want the two guys have to work with me on this thing. Come on,
Jonathan's made a message. Read that. Bear made a xenophobic insult just 2 days ago. So we did it 2 days ago. That's why. All right, might have done it last night. Let's not split. He did 2 days
Here,
ago.
did he do it here?
Ask him, Jonathan. Did he do it here?
He didn't
I
do
probably
it.
did.
You're loud. You're loud.
He wasn't even here.
He wasn't here.
Well, what exactly did Bear say though? I mean, like if Bear says stupid stuff here, then Tim is obviously not going to ignore it. He's going to say
here.
He's going to say, listen, Bear, like that's not appropriate to say. Like Jonathan is a trusted guy here, so please don't say that. And if he continues to do it,
that doesn't happen. Trust me, that doesn't happen.
But
I'm doing it for months.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with how conflict resolution occurs, but I would assume that if Bear starts, insulting people and saying a whole bunch of nasty things, that it's not something that will be tolerated.
And Jonathan said yes. That means he did it in here. That Jonathan said yes to my question. So he did it in this stream 2 days ago.
He says he had to disrespect everything German. How is that?
How is that an insult? Well, guess what?
He was talking about a watch. He said
everything German.
Okay,
that's an insult.
But come on, like I got.
Well,
75.
Did he have a wrench back then? He didn't. Did he have a wrench?
But you know what?
When he said that,
since and I'm the new guy, but since JQH is here, in my opinion, you're Jonathan. You're giving him power. I don't have any dog in the fight, but you're giving him power by you staying out. We're behind you, and I just met you, but I know Tim's behind you. I talked to Tim privately. You're giving him power. Get on this freaking stream and be the guy you are for us, and that's you win. And they're going to take care of him, or he'll take care of himself. But why punish yourself? You're giving him power. You think that he gets a kick out of the fact that one stupid comment about German watches, and you're going to get mad enough to spite yourself and hurt us? Come on,
Mickey. It's constant comments when he's in the chat, mate. It's not one comment.
Yeah, but we'll fix it. But he still needs to just do his thing, and we'll fix that, and we'll take a side at that point when it gets bad.
Yeah, but he's never done. He's been doing it for months. He's never been fixed. He's been doing it for months. It's never been fixed. Jonathan has been insulted by that person for the last 5 or 6 months that he's been in that stream.
Things haven't changed. Are you telling me it's the way it was in the beginning? I mean, come on. It was way more vicious in the beginning. I mean, come on. We're getting to a point where it's like, I hate everything German. I mean, are you saying this is the same thing when he called him the brown shirt? Come on, guys.
Wait, and is that really Jonathan Quill? Is that really Is that really him, or is it somebody else putting the type in the name in? We're talking to him like he's here because he just said he prefers Bear over everybody of you. That doesn't sound like something that he would type, so that may not even be him.
No, it is because he's doing it. He's not English by nature, so he means Tim prefers Bear than any of us. That's something that Jonathan would say.
The thing is, like, Jonathan, he doesn't want to work with me on this. Like, look, like Tim is not behind any of it. What do you mean I'm not behind? Come on. It's like, are you really thinking there's no fixing for racism? I mean,
he's just conflict. He's just conflict averse. And he's trying to build a bridge to Archie.
Racism. The people are not born racist. People learn not to be racist. I mean, come on, seriously.
Okay.
Are you saying that you cannot fix the what was like? Come on, guys. Seriously, this is a little bit. It's a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Come on.
Well, someone just posted Archie's that quoting you that Bear is a fucked up guy. So there you go. So that's now on Archie's channel.
Well, I mean, we're all fucked up guys. Everyone here is kind of fucked up. I'm a fucked up guy.
Speak for yourself. I'm fucking quite stable, thanks.
I was a perfect guy. Oh, I'm all knowing. I'm just the guy trying to do a watch show, and people are freaking out around me about like meaningless
wrenches.
things.
About wrenches.
The wrenches. He got a wrench. That means he approves. Like people take shit out of context.
So
he gave a wrench. So that means, and they just like spiral out of control. Like, oh, he did this. He betrayed. He stabbed him in the back. What?
But to be fair, on Archie's stream, when Archie said, "Oh, Tim, do you want a wrench?" It was funny. What happened was Bear immediately from vacation called Archie and started screaming, "Don't you dare give Tim a wrench!"
No, the Lone Star.
Oh, that was Lone Star. That wasn't Bear.
Yeah. He gave, so what happened was Lone Star super chatted something, and Archie asked me, "Hey, you figure I should give the Lone Star a wrench?" And I said, "Yeah, give it a wrench. What's the worst thing can happen? He'll probably super chat you $10." And he's like, "Okay," and he gave him the wrench. And then Green Room called him. And he's like, "Ooh, that's a bad idea. Don't take the wrench back." He's like, "You figure? Yeah, take it back." So he took the wrench back.
Didn't
And then
Archie also
Bear
offer
calls
to give
from
you the
the
wrench?
vacation immediately.
Oh, man. I
It's
thought
like,
Archie also offered to give you the wrench too on your his stream.
no, yeah. So he called. So Bear called one time, and 5 minutes later he calls back. He's like, "You know what? Take Tim's wrench away as well, just because he took my wrench on his stream." So I'm like, I freaked out. You know, I'm like, Archie took my wrench. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll give Bear wrench back as a kind of, he's coming back. Maybe it's new Bear. Maybe vacation changed him. Maybe he saw the error of his ways. I don't know. I'm just a guy. Look, I'm not a PhD fucking professor here.
You're not a master. You're not a master politician playing chess on the board.
Yeah. I'm not some sophisticated. People say, "Hey, you have to do this thing. This will fix it." But like, what? How is that? Like they say, ban the guy from your channel. That's gonna fix it. How the hell is that supposed to fix it? I'm on the other stream. That's not fixes there.
Yeah. So I mean, Jonathan, we all have your back in the sense that you are awesome on this stream and you should be here. You know, to Mickey's point, don't let the terrorists win. You know, your not being here is just playing into their hands. Just come on and do what you do and say what you say. But there's
been a lot of comments that said this, and I think we should agree. We are a bunch of high school girls right now, so we need to move on. And the next time this comes up, you don't need to talk about it. You need to mute me or whoever. You just need to ignore it. It's your channel. Do what the freak you want. Let's talk about watches.
For real, right? SLC Watch Club. What's the current market price for a wrench? It's over retail. If you wanted box and papers, it's over retail. Tell you what, the price for the wrench, if you look at the market, it's been trending up. But you know what? What are you interested in one SLC? SLC, by the way, is a fucking cool guy. Maldives, 9 pounds. Bullshit. This is some 3D.
And apparently, to add something to injury, Tim, you've removed JHQ's wrench as well.
What do you mean?
Well, he says thank you.
When did I do that?
I don't know, but he just commented in the chat. So you've had insult to injury. You've removed his wrench.
Ooh, I wonder why. I don't remember. Yesterday, I was removing Bear's wrench. I probably by accident removed his to go with it. I'm interested in adding a wrench to a collection.
So I would immediately, to try and repair things, give JHQ his wrench back if you want to repair things. But it's your channel.
You know what? I better not give anyone wrenches.
Are you still talking wrenches?
Oh yeah. By the way, what do you think about the wrench? Tell me. Look at the chat. Do you see any difference?
I'm looking at it. I just approved someone to say shut the F up about it now. So my wrench is feels good.
It feels
a lot
good,
of work actually. It's not. I don't know who would want that because you gotta.
It's a full-time job.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see if I can handle it.
Dr. Paul, I'm not steering anything. JHQ put in the chat what he said, and I just reiterated it and read it out. So, Dr. Paul, I am not steering anything.
Who said that? Okay, I don't know what that's
Dr. Paul reckons I was steering because I mentioned about the wrench. Well, Jonathan typed in about the wrench being removed, so I just read it out.
Yeah.
By the way, guys,
tell Archie Luxury Livestream. Tell them that we're trying to settle some significant organizational issues here.
So we got some technical difficulties, guys.
So, is there a way to do to conference in Archie and?
That's a good idea.
Listen, I don't think we're solving anything anytime soon.
Okay.
This whole.
Can we end on a watch?
Yeah, let's talk about watches. Let's do 5 more minutes of watches.
Remind me what watches you're giving away and when.
Yeah, so this is the deal. 6,000 subs. I'm giving away Tissot PRX. It's over there. Actually, I'm gonna make a video about it tomorrow. And at 10,000, I'm giving away a Tudor Black Bay 58.
Mickey, now that you have a wrench, will the anti-OC sentiments in the chat be curtailed? Because it's almost
Or
like
amplified?
100% negative.
Or amplified?
Amplified.
Or amplified.
No, I haven't seen any yet. You have to
The
let me
negative
know
OC
if I miss
sentiment
it.
is rampant. We need to curtail it. I'm just kidding.
I just
I gotta tell you.
No, but I mean, this whole Bear, Archie, Tim dynamic is going to be interesting when Bear's back because Tim does add a lot to Archie's street. He does make it a lot better. And I think Archie knows that. And it's going to be interesting to see what role Archie plays when Bear, who's a pretty dominant character on Archie's stream, is back and in full force. And I don't like seeing Tim like silent for 3 hours on Archie's stream. That's not fun. If you're there just staring off into space or playing games or drinking your coffee or whatever you're doing for 3 hours, that doesn't add any value to Archie's stream. And his show benefits by having you as an asset because it makes it brings people back to your show because they see how insightful you are and your commentary, etc. and your personality. So I don't know, it's just interesting, But all that being said, T and Jonathan are very, very important here. Super important, way more important than anybody else.
I gotta tell you guys, this shtick, this YouTube. I thought 2022. It started out slow. I thought we're on to some great. Actually, today it started out pretty great, except T Ticker's camera just kind of gave out.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to test that again in a bit. I'm really not. I hope that's not fucked up completely. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I forgive you. Man.
Please, I would say for those who cancel your membership, please give Tim another chance. Watch how the stream is in the next few days when Bear's back, Jonathan's back.
Yeah. Come on, guys. It's
Tim, man.
I'm trying. I just have best intentions for. I don't want to pick sides. I don't want to be like.
But Tim, did you retaliate against Jonathan by taking his wrench away?
Yeah. Huh?
You retaliated against Jonathan by taking his wrench away?
I gotta be honest. I have no idea why I took Jonathan's wrench away.
In that case, would you want to give it him back then? Just
things like that are symbolic, right? I'm not going to tell you what to do, but
does he even want it? Does he even want it? Daniel Katz, $2.79. I'm unboxing Casper pillow. Jump on the show.
That's important.
I want to see the pillow. You already got his. It took so long. That was so fast.
There we go. Marco made a good point.
If it means something to Jonathan, then I think
something to Jonathan. I'd be a positive step. I mean, does he want it back? I don't know.
Well, obviously, he's mentioned it, so
don't make him beg to get it back, Tim. I mean, if you can extend a Bear an olive branch by giving him a wrench, certainly you can. You don't have to ask Jonathan. Well, are you sure? Do you want it? Please tell me you want it before I give it back. Come on, Tim. I mean, let's.
Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. Let me get through the Al, $5. On the second thought, I think I kind of like a brown dial Grand Seiko. Have another drink, man. Thank you. Bright blue comment, $5. People need to realize wrenches are meaningless unless I get one.
Like, can I have one? Can I please have one?
Hey. You know what? OC, I'll think about it. Hey, Daniel.
Yeah, I can hardly hear you, but
good.
It is.
Okay, we don't need to.
Can you?
Hey, here we go.
Hey,
you see that?
Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Oh,
good evening.
Echo. Hey, Jonathan. We got an
Yay.
unboxing here. Just real quick. Hold on. Just a second.
No, I'm not. Tim, I'm not. Sorry. I don't want to be part of the panel. I think I made it clear. Just allow me 2 words.
Well, hold
Tim,
on. We
this
got
you
unboxing. We got unboxing.
No,
okay?
Let him.
Okay,
Let
then
Tim. Come on, let Jonathan speak first, please. For God's sake, he's gone. You see, you won't let him speak.
All a disaster.
It's a tube.
Yeah, Casper pillows are a scam anyway.
In the tube.
Tim hasn't
Jonathan.
slept since his was thrown away.
Jonathan, just a second. Sorry, because Daniel Katz can't hear us, so I can't tell him to stop. Oh, he left.
Hey,
oh my god.
Hey guys, after this segment, we're going to talk about tea towels and then bathroom accessories. Just so you know,
Right.
it's
Well, Daniel can't hear us. What? He's unboxing.
Yeah, I don't
this
know
thing.
which button do I press so I can hear you.
You see, he can't fucking hear anything. I
How did he hear it
come
then?
on.
I can
Jonathan,
hardly hear you. There must be a button near the bottom somewhere.
Jonathan, don't leave because of a technical difficulty. Come back on the stream. Relax.
Angelo, come on, Tim. I'm trying my best. I mean, like, these guys, people work against me, not with me. Humble Pine, we got to talk about. Oh, we're talking pillows. Luxury pillows. Daniel, the worst timing for the pillow unboxing in history. I think you gotta get a medal for that one.
You should have told him to pause it.
Cars and Chrono, pretty simple. Tim can pick a side. Ooh, what do you think? What do you think? It's pretty good, right? Fucking amazing.
Thank you, Tim.
Hey, no problem, man. Enjoy it, guys. It's honestly the best pillow ever, and the award.
You got super chat.
Yeah, the award for the worst timing goes to Daniel Katz. Pretty simple, Tim. Can pick a side, be Switzerland, etc. Folks can vote to unsubscribe, not watch, or super chat. Ultimately, up to Tim. For success or failure, we're all on the sidelines and enjoying the show.
I like that. You're the Switzerland of streaming.
Jonathan, come back. Okay, Jonathan, jump on the stream. Okay, hold on.
Jonathan, come back.
Jonathan,
hey,
back.
Jonathan.
Wait.
Hey, right. Okay, right.
Jonathan.
Okay, please, let's all be quiet. Let Jonathan speak now.
Yeah,
Jonathan,
sorry
speak,
about that
please.
interruption. This live stream is sponsored by CasperPillows.com.
Look, this is just an example how Tim is wired. An unboxing of a pillow is more important than this. No disrespect
Daniel
to.
couldn't hear me. He couldn't stop the unboxing
Tim,
because
can you please stop interrupting me? Thank you.
Wow.
So Tim, your signature sentence was, "I'm not picking side," and I was writing this in the channel. You can't talk me into accepting xenophobia, racism, and hate against me. You can't talk me into that. I will not accept it. That is all I have to say.
Okay. What I was saying is he doesn't have to be xenophobic, like you said. If he's not, then I don't see what the problem is.
Tim, you had yesterday a discussion with a professor for psychology. He told you cannot heal xenophobia.
And when he's not here, he said when Barry's here, this is how you deal with it. And
you are not willing to stand up against it, Tim Wright.
What?
You are not willing to stand against it. You don't want to stand up against it.
What do you mean he's not even
you
here
don't
to
get
stand
it.
up against? Jonathan, he's not here. I spoke with Pendulum. We had a plan how to work it out, and you guys are not giving me a chance to work it out.
You can't work it out.
How am I not standing up for it? He's not even here.
You don't want to. You just
What do you mean
said
I don't
2
want
minutes.
To? Of course I want to. I worked yesterday 16 hours to work it out. What do you mean?
You just told you don't want to pick sides. You just said it again.
Well, I'm saying
that
it
means.
Air, but
okay.
off air.
Look, this guy is interrupting me all the time. What can I do?
Well, you're accusing me of saying that I don't want to pick sides, but I said I'm dealing with the other side.
No, you said you're not picking side. You said you don't. You're not picking sides. And basically, what happens is the following. Give me one minute.
That I say.
Oh, Tim, please
stop
interrupting
things that I
me.
say in private.
So basically, you invite 20 people for a dinner. You're the host. You have the grumpy uncle, you have the smelly grandma, and you have the racist uncle.
Yes.
And the racist uncle starts insulting someone who's sitting on the table.
Right.
And the racist uncle is throwing knives to that guy.
Yes.
You, as a host, you have two choices.
Yes.
You stand up, tell the racist uncle, this is not gonna fly here. If you do that again, you're out. Or you say, it's not that bad. Let's get along with each other. You guy who get the knives in your head or on your head, it's not that important. I can deal with it. Trust me.
Right.
That is your decision to make. And you're just inviting that racist uncle because you are afraid that he's going to burn your house down.
Is it a legitimate fear? Is it a legitimate fear?
No, it's not a legitimate fear, because when you're living with this kind of fear, and if you give in to that fear,
well, listen,
your life is hell.
I am a little bit afraid, and I think a lot of people would say that, hey, I'm a bit justified to be afraid, right? And I'm telling you, like, I'm just saying, hey, can we just ignore this uncle for like 5 minutes until I work it out until I want to talk to the uncle.
This uncle
and I'm
has
saying,
been.
Hey, let me work with this uncle and try to fix this thing and tell him, like, this is not acceptable, and give me opportunity. And everyone's like, you cannot. You have to take this uncle outside and throw him under the bus. And I'm like, guys, come on. Let's just slow down before we take the uncle and throw him under the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a chance to work with him. And
you don't want to throw the racist uncle.
Okay, I'm trying to tell this racist uncle that, hey, it's 2022, and the way he's behaving, it's unacceptable. But you guys are saying, wait, it's not. It's he's the product of his age, and it's not okay the way he does, and we should throw him under the bus. And I'm saying, hey, come on. Do you understand? This uncle is gonna go to a dinner, and a different dinner, he's gonna say the same thing, and I'm saying, hey, let me work with this uncle. Let me tell him, like, hey, man, this is not cool. This is 2022. This is not, people not supposed to behave this way. And everyone should understand that this uncle is old, and that it's going to take him a bit of time, and that people shouldn't take this uncle seriously. But it's an uncle that we're kind of he's part of the family, because he's the uncle. He's a fucked up guy, but like, we can't just throw him out.
So you're telling me and everybody else, I'll accept the uncle before I'm accepting you being hurt by him.
I'm
that
telling
is exactly what you do.
Guys to kind of have some trust in me, to just like slow down.
Oh, the trust issue. Okay.
Don't make any assumptions about me. Just slow down.
Okay.
Give me a chance.
The trust issue.
Work it out.
Tim, yes. tell the people what kind of agreement we had last time when another panel member went after contributors.
That's the thing. I forgot. And when you reminded me, what did I do? Did I say, oh, I'm sorry, and I took the wrench back, didn't I?
I reminded you there was crickets for 1 hour from your side.
I was working. I'm working. You know, I text me time. I was on the phone. I don't check my phone.
You betrayed me by not sticking with the agreement that we had.
I forgot about the agreement.
Yes.
Right? Like when you called me, when I read the message, then I was like, oh yeah, right, the agreement. And then I took the wrench back. Didn't I? Did I say, well, I'm reneging on the agreement?
Well, you blew the agreement in the water.
I forgot. I don't remember.
Yes, I forgot.
I don't have the memory.
That is your excuse. I forgot. And you're still defending racism here and xenophobia.
I'm not defending it. I said it's unacceptable. But it's the uncle, right? It's like he's the family. I mean, that's the thing. What will you do to the uncle? Well, come on. Are you not gonna invite the uncle?
You know exactly what I'm gonna do with the uncle.
Dinner, even because he's racist. I mean, just tell every. Come on, I'm trying to
Exactly.
work it out.
Look, guys. This is exactly why I'm not part of the panel anymore, because he wants to work with the uncle, and I say there is no way.
I want to work it out with that. I don't want to work with the uncle. Is not interested in working with me. That's one.
Just block him off the channel. That's the easiest way. That would end it. Full stop. What he does in all the channels is nothing to do with you.
But Teen Ticker, see the difference? It's not like he's a stranger that we can block. He's
really?
an uncle.
You accept that people are getting hurt just because you're afraid for your channel and for just because you're afraid of
he's
him.
Not even here. It's not like people got hurt. Yeah. Like I'm saying, like guys.
Oh,
last time he was
don't
here.
Don't take it seriously. I'm just telling people, don't take it seriously. He's an uncle. I'm trying to work it out. Just give me time. Give me time. Can I get time? I mean, come on.
You had time enough, timwrite.
What do you mean enough time?
Guys,
this is a
I think
serious situation that I'm working with.
Yes, this discussion is I just thought that I'm gonna make my point and make myself clear. We had this discussion and it's ending in circular arguments, and this is just going to happen.
Again, I'm being accused of circular logic. Come on, Jonathan.
Yes.
This is what Archie says, that accusing me of circular logic. I'm saying
it's not only Archie.
I need time.
It's not only Archie.
Well, I got to tell you guys, I need time. Okay. This is not going to be fixed. You see this? Yeah, I thought this uncle was a little bit easier to work with than I originally told you, but this is one stubborn uncle that.
You didn't even start working with him. You haven't even contacted him the last 3 weeks. Just like you promised.
Right now.
You promised to contact him.
Do you think he wants to work on this issue while he's on the vacation? Come on.
But you gave him back the wrench.
And took it back.
And I took it back when you reminded me of the agreement that I forgot about. Did I take it back or did I not take it back?
You took it back after everybody went against you. Because you did that.
But hold on. Before contacting me, did you go out and tell everyone that I stabbed you in the back? Did you first wait until I got back to you? Did I confirm like, oh yeah, I did forget? Did you contact freaking everyone and said Tim betrayed me? You went out and before even confirming with me, like, hey, Tim, why did you give it back? Did you remember about the agreement? And I would have told you, oh, yeah, fuck, the agreement, right. Did you went out and told everyone that I stabbed you in the back before confirming?
I had the conversation.
You didn't give me a chance to say, hey, man, I forgot.
I gave you that chance 3 weeks ago, if you remember correctly.
But I forgot, right? But you made assumption that I stabbed you in the back, that I did it out of malice, which I did not. I forgot. But you without even confirming whether I forgot or not, you went out and you just spread the rumor that I'm betraying you. Like, come on, man, this is freaking childish.
Well, have you betrayed me or not?
I want what's best for everyone. I know this.
Have you been betraying me or not by breaking that agreement?
I forgot. I didn't betray the.
It doesn't matter.
Out of malice.
It doesn't matter.
Listen. Yeah. When you contacted
me, guys, this is how a discussion with timwrite goes. Thank you very much for giving me the possibility to tell my side. Have a good evening, everyone.
All right. That's the thing, right? Like, I forgot when he contacted me, reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, right. I still don't remember the thing, but I assume that we did have an agreement, and I took the wrench away. There's no reason to go around and tell everyone I betrayed him. I mean, come on. Joseph D, $5. I thought this was about Bear. Who's Tim's uncle? Good point. DC, Tim, get serious. This is your channel. Do whatever you want, but there's no way you're going to always be able to please everyone. It's not possible. I'm just trying to please as many people as I possibly can, but like, come on, people have to have some fucking faith in me. Holy shit! Hop on Smash. People are getting hurt. Jonathan, uh are you an absolute drama queen? This tantrum is getting old. I gotta tell you guys, like, for real, for real. This guy is, like he said, it's an uncle, and I assumed that it would be much easier to fix it than I thought. You know, what can I do? I'm trying my best, right? I'm trying my best to to survive on this whole YouTube shtick. People fucking say like, oh, you have to throw this guy under the bus. Like, come on, come on. Nobody has to be thrown under the bus. No one has to, because the disagreement that these two guys have is fucking childish. I mean, for real, childish. You know, and it's very disappointing that it has to be this way. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. I don't know. I don't know. Mickey, still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
How's the wrench working out?
It's good. It's good. I hasn't gone to my head or anything like that.
Hasn't got to your head yet.
You
But
know,
don't worry.
being,
Don't worry. It'll get to your head tomorrow.
being like the new guy and not even knowing who Bear was, and hearing that somebody said something. The only thing I'll say that it's not going to be. You're not going to allow. We've had conversations till 4 in the morning, and it was about Jonathan. So you care about him.
I fucking love the guy. I'm trying.
Right.
My fucking...
But the only thing that I have to say is we have to, T and Tickers, not directed at you, but we don't want cancer culture, dude. Like, and look, if Bear does it again, then you know, this is Tim's, and then he can go to Archie and say, dude, I just can't do it. If that's the conflict,
what happened?
Either we support Tim or we don't.
Right.
You know
what
I mean?
you've got to understand now is that this guy has insulted Jonathan for absolute months. He's been going around, and he should have been just binned off straight away. He's just a racist.
Well,
he shouldn't be
can't.
racist. There's no room for racism in his day, whoever he is.
It's easy for you to say you're not in the same position. I mean, people are like, you know, people telling me what to do, but they're taking it from their perspective. They're not putting themselves into my shoes, into my position.
You know, and I'll say that if you read the comments, T, half of them or more, you know, it goes both ways. People are on both sides. Like, move on.
No, you read the comments, man. 90% are with Jonathan over that. There's more than 50 of Jonathan's side. If you read them comments, because I've got them in front of me.
Tim, you want to do a poll on that?
Sorry?
You want a poll?
Poll on okay.
Just
what poll?
Well, I mean,
what's the question?
No, really, we shouldn't be doing it. Yeah, we shouldn't be doing any kind of poll to try and, because what we're doing is a poll. We're doing a poll saying basically, is racism acceptable? We shouldn't be doing a poll to say, is racism acceptable?
Obviously, racism is not acceptable. What the fucking question is that? Do I accept fucking racism?
No, but he's
saying
it's a
fucking uncle that we're talking about here. It's a fucking uncle we're talking about here. We can't deal with it as if normal fucking racist off the street. You know, if someone's fucking racist, I block them right away. But this is an extenuating circumstance. I mean, what the fuck? Come on, seriously.
Okay. Shouldn't be anybody. Shouldn't be allowed anybody. Shouldn't be giving anybody. Oh, because of who he is, we'll just let him make racist comments to Jonathan because of him being a fucking uncle, being somebody he shouldn't be allowed to be controlled.
Full free reign? Was he here spitting racism yesterday?
No,
that racist
wasn't.
It was 2 days ago. I told you that. I told you when it was. It was 2 days ago.
Okay, but did he say something completely so outrageously racist, or did he say something that I'm trying to work it out and fix it?
Yeah, is it really racism? Are we throwing that word around? Well, I don't know what he even said. I don't even know what he even said. I'm just saying,
no,
really
you
racism?
go back months, he said he's been calling him Hitler and calling him everything. He's done the full spectrum.
Was he saying it yesterday? Was he calling him Hitler yesterday?
He wasn't in yesterday. We didn't mention yesterday.
Well, 2 days ago, was he calling him Hitler 2 days ago?
He was saying he hates everything German.
Okay,
That means
so
he
he
hates
calmed
him.
down. He wasn't as fucking racist as he was a couple months ago, was he?
Oh, that's all right. So he can be a bit racist, but not as
Did
much
I say it's
racist.
all right that he was a little bit racist? I'm saying less racist is better than more racist. And I don't want racist. And I want to work it out. But people are fucking not letting me to work it. And see, he got better. Listen, if anything, he has become milder. He's milder. He's not as fucking racist as he was before. He has calmed down. He's toned the race. I want to get to know racism, okay? But it's not a fucking guy that we can block, right? Because he fucking exists on Archie's stream, okay?
He does, but the thing is, that's down to Archie's problem. Jonathan's not asking you to block an Archie stream. He's asking you to take care of your stream. He doesn't. He will deal with that. I know he's just asking to do it. You can't just say it because he's on others. That's not your issue. Your issue is on here. If you got rid of him here, that's your job done. Don't try and say, "Oh, we can't block him on here just because he goes on Archie's." Well, he's not asking you to bother about Archie's. He's asking to bother about this one. He's not going to hold you responsible for what he does on Archie. He's holding you responsible for what he does on here.
Yeah.
And ER is on charge of Archie's stream, so she will sort him out on Archie's stream.
Well, and I think I've been doing my fucking best to fix these things, right?
Okay.
I do my fucking best to fix these things, okay? And
ER just said yes, but I'm in charge of Archie's stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look, I mean, we're trying to do what's best for everyone, okay? And gotta tell you guys, this whole thing, the poll is basically 50-50. Do you trust Tim to do best for the watch community? We got 45% said yes, 55% said no.
And then that's the whole point, guys. If you care about Tim, he can't cut out half of the show. He's got to try to fix it.
Yeah. So you see, people fucking divided. It's 50-50. I'm trying to fix it for everyone, okay? I'm going to close down this poll.
I thought Jonathan was French. I had no idea he was German.
I thought he lived in Hawaii.
This is news to me. I'm confused.
I thought he lived in Hawaii. There's the line. There's the line of the day. I thought he lived in Hawaii.
Okay. And the bear is not even fucking here. And so I don't know why. This is the thing. People take it way too fucking far. Everyone needs to chill. Come to me. I'm doing my fucking best, okay? Pine
Baron with some politics.
Austrian-Hungarian confrontation of Serbia, World War I, and it was worse than World War II. Serbs don't forgive nor forget. We got a fucking problem on our hands, okay?
Well, apparently, so